And you, too, can join Jeremy and myself as two people who do not believe that the sport of baseball should exist anymore. I'm officially done. Like I
Oh,
can't.
is baseball dead for you?
It's dead. It's just dead. It's dead. The Tar Heels let me down yesterday. Oklahoma winning the national championship in Omaha. And then
Do you know anything about that story?
What?
That Oklahoma went 14-16 and then wound up winning the national title? That would be like Loyola, Maryland, just showing up like, hey, we're here to chew bubble gum and hit home runs, and we're all out of bubble gum.
Hey, all you got to do is get there, right? You earn your way into the tournament. Anybody can win it, I guess, except for the North Carolina Tar Heels, who have now been to Omaha 14 times and have not a single national title to show for it. I mean, we're not as bad as Florida State.
I was about to say, if you're expecting sympathy from me, you are barking up the wrong tree, brother.
I mean, Florida State hadn't got a national title. They've been there 24 times.
Uh-huh.
So
haven't even made it into the final series, but what, twice? I think they've been there twice.
Maybe.
They get beat early. I mean, we get way too we get fun times at Rocco's and just go, hey, we made it to Omaha. Good enough for us.
Third time in school history, the Tar Heels have been the national runner-up. Still, the elusive national title remains elusive. So there's that. And then the Boston Red Sox in Colorado, where you'd think, hey, Colorado, you could win that game, right? Up 2-0 in the bottom of the ninth. And old heat flamethrower Aroldis Chapman got up there and gave up 8 straight hits.
There you go.
Hot.
Isn't sports fun? Isn't it fun when we get out of football and you're looking at all these things and you go, oh, yeah, it's not just my NFL team that's bad. It's not just my college football team that's bad. They're all bad.
Yeah, they're all pretty terrible. But, hey, you know what? At least the Hornets have 2 picks tonight in the NBA draft. Yay! 2 guys that I don't even know who the hell they are, I'm sure.
Oh, I feel very sure. Unless you get a Demara, then I'm not liking the chances of you knowing anyone that they select tonight.
Can you just draft Henry Visar with the 18th pick and let's be done with it?
Just make me feel better.
Can we stop all this talk about bringing in Domantas Sabonis and give me a player that I actually know?
I mean, I feel like Domantas Sabonis would be a vast improvement.
Oh, sure. I mean, 1-to-1, Henry Visar or Domantas Sabonis. That's not a hard choice. But I'm just saying. I keep looking through all of the mock drafts for tonight, and there's not been a single player projected to go to the Hornets at 14 or 18 that I even know who they are.
Well, I mean, it's fun. You know, we get to this point in 2026 that the NBA draft has officially caught up to my NBA drafts in 2026 when I played NBA Live 2018. We're drafting players that I have no idea who they are. Yeah. It's a shot in the dark at best.
Right.
And I just hope I don't get the 47 overall that couldn't play dead in a Western.
Well, hopefully nobody will get that tonight. I mean, tonight's just the first round because we're doing that stupid thing where the NBA was like, hey, y'all know how nobody keeps watching on round 2 when we get there? We should just give it a whole separate night and maybe people will watch. I'll bet they don't.
The NBA draft has become one of those this is the sparkler of sports. For 5 seconds, it's so much fun. And then it's just a burnt stick. That's all it is. It used to make pretty little sparkly colors. Right. And now it looks like an incense stick that now it's just sitting here. We just throw this away now.
But Caleb Wilson will go in the top 4. So there's that. So Hornets fans or Tar Heel fans, if you're looking to watch tonight, you won't have to watch long. You watch till the 4th pick and then turn it off for about an hour and then turn it back on, and it'll probably be time for Henry Visar to be picked.
This draft for me it's the definition of stopping for lunch at a Crystal Burger. The first one, hammer.
Uh-huh.
The fifth one, I should have gone home because this is gross.
Yeah.
It's really just mustard bread with a piece of beef jerky in the middle and done. That's welcome to Crystal. Can I take your order?
Right. We got. I mean, the World Cup is going on still. We've got just all kinds of things cooking, right?
But I mean, we
are
have
less than a month away from the opening of training camp.
I got the list today from NFL Communications of what days we can officially get on site at camp, and every single one of them that I cared about going to is less than 30 days away. Boys and girls, we're not there yet, but we are so close.
Yep. Carolina Panthers starting the training camp process with the rookies reporting on the 21st of next month. And then the vets reporting the next day on the 22nd. We are that much closer, ladies and gentlemen, to the start of the Eagles Living the Dream Tour, because we'll be at the first preseason game, Hall of Fame game in Canton, Ohio, with the Carolina Panthers and the Arizona Cardinals.
I feel like some announcements on the Eagles Living the Dream Tour could be coming your way.
Ooh.
I don't know. I mean, in my head, I'm not a psychic, but I do feel like Monday is going to be a fun day if you like us. If you don't like us, Monday's not going to be a super fun day for you. If you're one of those people on our social media going, you don't know ball, that's going to burn. That's going to burn like tequila after strep throat. It's just, that hurt. I didn't like any of that.
Or eating a salad with the zippy ranch from Rocky's Hot Chicken Shack when you got a sore in your mouth.
I actually thought, that's not good.
I suffered through that one today.
I thought you were going to say you ate it with the I Heart Asheville Trident. That I don't know what that fork's actually meant for. Did Paul Bunyan used to do mornings on 570? Because I don't know where that fork came from or what its purpose is.
It's one of those serving forks. That's like the meat fork for Thanksgiving.
Okay, if that's the meat fork, you're serving the Lollipop Guild because it ain't big enough for that. That's the thing. The size confuses me. It's too big to be for one person, too small to be for a lot. So if nobody cuts that and uses it for bad purposes, I don't know what y'all are doing.
Oh, well, here we are. Jeremy coming to you live from the Greenville studios.
I should sound a little better today because we're actually doing it from the studio, which I'm very fond of.
Yeah, it sounds very rich, very bassy.
Yeah, for whatever reason, Trey, who talks less than anybody in this room, has one of the greatest microphones I've ever heard in my life.
Mm-hmm.
I sound velvety in my own head. Now, the microphone across from me kind of sounds like Screech from Saved by the Bell. We're working on that. Haven't fixed that yet. Mm-hmm. And for some reason, there's a ghost in this room. It can hear me talking 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
So either the government is spying on me or we have something boo-boo kittied in one of these little plugs, and I don't know which plug it is.
I will tell you, though, that microphone is quite nice. The echo, not so much, but the
Oh, do we have an echo?
It's doing that thing where every now and then I get a kickback.
Yeah, I've 100% determined. You know what that echo is? Jeremy's deaf. So to hear you, my headphones have to be reasonably loud. So sometimes you hear you when you are talking to me.
Okay. All right. Sure. All right. Let's. What are we getting into today? We got another 2 days today, or what's happening?
We do have a couple 2 days to do, and it's Power Rankings Tuesday.
It is a Power Rankings Tuesday. We've got the defenses for the 2026 NFL season coming up, and that leads us into our first Super Chat of the day. And it's from Red Sea, and he says, well, it was nice having lists that my team could rank high on while it lasted. Back to the pit of misery. Dilly dilly.
Dilly dilly.
Yeah, Arizona. You're probably going to hear that called pretty early.
Hey, Arizona, if it makes you feel any better, you could be the Jets. A few years ago, this would be a happy day. Today, much Saturday.
Today, not so much.
Today, the New York football Jets will be called out reasonably quickly, not because I don't like some of the pieces, but because you don't have nearly enough of them. Mm-hmm. This is a 500-piece jigsaw puzzle, and you have 42 of them.
Yes. All right, Alex has a super chat as well.
Show me the money, money. Show me the money. I like the cash. Show me the money.
Okay, so he wants us to guess the answer to his next question. I think that's a typo. I think he just wants us to answer the next question.
Yes.
I was like, guess the answer. Is this like what I do when I watch like Jeopardy with my wife, and Final Jeopardy comes on, and we have a thing where you have to guess the answer when you just see the category. You can't hear the question first, or you can't hear the answer and give the question. You have to give the question at the category.
I always laugh when I don't know if you've ever done this. You ever watch Jeopardy with people who, I'm going to nicely say, may not be rocket surgeons?
Yeah.
And the answer is something like, this state is called the Gamecock State.
Uh-huh.
And then the stupid person beside you goes, what is Pluto? No. Here, have a piece of string cheese and let the adults talk.
What is confusion? That is the current state at which I am in.
What is a big rooster? No, that's what a gamecock is. It's not.
I've only done it. I've only done it once. I've only gotten it right at the category once, and it was like I don't even. I think the category was like the Civil War, and I just went, "Who is Abraham Lincoln?" Sure enough, the answer was Abraham Lincoln, and I went, "Well, hell, I can do this. I can do Final Jeopardy."
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
By the way, if you ever want to realize just how much Jeopardy should be common knowledge, watch a sports category and watch the nerds just lose their mind. This basketball player was called His Airness. Who is Babe Ruth? Oh, boy. Looks like somebody didn't have ESPN in their cable package when they were growing up.
My favorite clip of those is still the young lady who was like, probably top of her class at Stanford or whatever. They were doing college week, and they asked the answer was something to the effect of, this guy broke the color barrier in baseball, and she said Babe Ruth, and I went, what do you think a color barrier is?
That was wrong on so many levels that I think you should be disqualified for the stupidity of that answer. The only problem is that's what they think of us when the category is astrophysics, and
no doubt.
What is 14? The answer's not a number, first of all. And if it was a number, it would not be that number.
Oh my gosh!
This is why I should never be allowed to be in programming for television, because I've always thought a great reality show would be find people that are, everyday people and put them on Jeopardy and then just let it be 30 minutes of hilarity. I'm not even sure that word falls into the category. It's certainly not right.
We had that show. It was called Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader?
It
was hilarious.
When you have a reality show and the smartest person on the stage is Jeff Foxworthy, really good things are about to happen.
Hell, I felt like most of the time the smartest person on the floor was a kid.
Oh, no, every one of those shows. Some fourth grader, you're like, that fourth grader right there is smarter than 4 full-grown adults who drive cars and are allowed to vote.
Here's Becca from JFK Elementary School in Poughkeepsie, New Jersey. And she already has a higher IQ than everyone on staff here at Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? Oh, it was a great show. When Ben Stein's Money was fun, too.
That one was good, too.
Gotham threw that one out.
Just watching the guy that said Bueller beat just breaks off every intelligent person.
Early Jimmy Kimmel. Back when he was funny.
Yeah, I remember those days. Yeah. Girls dancing or girls jumping on trampolines, that's a thing you did. Mm-hmm. I don't care how many causes you try to support, Jimmy. That's a thing you did.
I mean, that's not the one I bring up.
Nope, I'm not touching that one. No, sir.
Hey, he did it. I seen it. I seen him. Blackface on television.
So the question that was asked from Alex was Michael Mayer, Peyton Wilson, Mac Melton are all players I believe in and think they should be traded for opportunities elsewhere. Can we do a segment for tradable players for each team? That would take a little homework, but let's see, today's Tuesday. I feel very sure we could do that on Thursday.
Sounds like fun.
I don't have my I do not have my typical war room here in lovely Greenville, South Carolina. I don't even have a television in my bedroom. So gonna need a day, but yes, we can definitely do that.
All right, we need to take a break here in the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. Again, we're heard everywhere you go on the iHeartRadio app. Don't forget to follow us on all of the socials at the Sportsocracy. We will return right after this.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One,
is coming back to Las Vegas.
September 18th and 19th at T-Mobile Arena, streaming live on Disney Plus and Hulu.
And you can be there.
For a weekend full of superstar performances.
Are you ready?
Once-in-a-lifetime moments you'll have.
Are you sure there's not a speaker open somewhere?
Limited single.
It doesn't sound like that's coming out of your headphones.
And we'll see you at our 2026.
Can you hear anything in this room that's outside of? There's no speaker on in here or anything.
You know how much attention it takes to break through. But our nation's 250th is a rare.
Is the computer hooked to the board?
Yeah.
And is it like in queue or something, or is the pot on?
No. I mean, now it's in
birthday
queue.
party. Don't miss your chance to do it with iHeart and reach local listeners when they're ready to take action.
So if
Get
I turn
started
that
today
down, I can't
at
hear you.
iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
Well, no, I can.
Global stage is lit. The 2026 FIFA World Cup is on.
I'm just trying to figure out what source that would be coming from.
Okay, so now the only.
World Cup
All right, so I have turned everything off the board except my microphone.
Now on the free iHeartRadio app.
Just search World Cup
My mic is the only thing open.
wherever you are.
Okay. I'll see if that makes any difference. I don't know that it will.
I think Gary's right.
Are you?
The speaker's on the side of my head. Now, I will say, I do have you cranked up to about 10,000.
Is something that was basically unknown.
And we think you'll love it.
The only people that
Stand
don't
by.
want to do
I'm gonna turn the
are
headphones
people
down.
that cheat. There's no other.
Okay.
Because now that I've
News in
heard
the
it,
AM and the
I
PM.
can't think
now
straight.
on AM.
Going to destroy their Air Force. We have largely done that.
This new regime should be wiser than the last.
570 WWNC. Now on 92.9 FM.
Clarissa sells WNC as the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90%
okay,
of
now
listings
you're
on
not
market
like
won't
screaming
have.
at me.
There we go.
So that
Clarissa sells
should help.
WNC.com.
See, I can hear it. I just heard it again.
I don't know where. There's nowhere for it to be coming from.
Ginger's Revenge is a brewery located in Asheville, North Carolina that specializes in the production of hard ginger beer.
So we use all natural, whole ingredients, and I think that really sets us apart.
Ingles is an amazing partner for us to work with. A lot of our fans know that they can go to Ingles and find a lot of the flavors that we have available, and they just make it really easy for folks to purchase local products.
Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official show
Checkity,
sponsor of the
checkity.
Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in
Checkity 1, checkity 2.
All right, you can still hear me?
Can I hear me? Can I hear me? That's the more important thing.
the fun? Luxury seating,
Did that
control,
improve
and
it?
none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor
Oh, now I can't hear you.
on time and ready for the party. For
Yep,
more
that's what I
information,
thought.
visit them at app.com.
Yep.
Apple.
Check, check. 1, 2, test. Hello. No, okay. All right.
day. That's the park's promise.
I mean, it
Our
sounds
mission,
crystal clear to
improve
me.
lives with every interaction. This is Jay.
Yeah, it's just I'm getting the bounce back every now and then. Hopefully it's
Hendersonville.com. That's parksfordhendersonville.com.
The Sportsocracy.
Gets the rebound, passes it to the man, shoots it, and boom goes the dynamite.
We're back in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville. It is a Power Rankings Tuesday. Jeremy joining us from the Greenville studios down there making things happen. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, was I supposed to elaborate on making things happen? Because I mean, really, all I've made happen today
You normally
is
do.
I had a lovely cup of coffee. I figured out there is a spirit demon in this studio that can hear me talking when it's not supposed to, and that has bore a hole in my brain trying to figure out where it is. Because one thing I've learned about me, I'm not a leave a microphone on when you don't know it's on kind of person, because there's no real telling what's going to come out of my mouth.
Right. You always got to make sure that you can hear the overhead.
I can
hear the
promise
overhead
you
in the studio, then you know that the microphone is off.
I can promise you that it's not going out over the air. Here. Everything else, we're figuring it out as we go.
It's all fine. All fine. All right. Do we want to get into the power rankings?
No, we'll start that in the next hour.
Okay.
I mean, we do have to talk about. I mean, one of the biggest players in the NBA got traded, so I mean, we do have to talk about that.
Come on. We talked about that yesterday.
Oh, we did, but now we know where he's going. We've seen the haul. Hey, Milwaukee, are you prepared to be terrible for just a whole lot of years? When the best player on your team is Miles Turner or Tyler Hero, 15 wins is calling, and that's going to be when somebody else plays no one.
Tyler Hero and Jaime Hawkins.
Oof.
And Superman.
Oof.
Kal-El. I don't know that guy, but
he's pretty good. I mean, they got a handful of players, but I mean, I'm dumbfounded at how many people are saying, "Well, Milwaukee got a haul." Did they? Milwaukee got one mediocre center who may have a little upside. The dude with a headband from UCLA who was sixth man of the year because he's a impact scorer off the bench. Well, he's going to be a starter for Milwaukee, and I got news for you. The first time he sees Kevin Durant, you're going to see why he was a second-round pick or a late first-round pick. And Tyler Hero, who's never seen a bad three-pointer that he didn't want to shoot.
Well, they got a lot of pieces. They didn't get necessarily good pieces, but you get a lot of pieces, right? You got several players. You got 3 first-round draft picks. You got a second-round draft pick, which we all know is that's what you want.
A second round. If you had to put a financial value on a second-round pick in the NBA right now, what would that be? A second-round pick, if I was going to buy it in cash, would be how many U.S. dollars?
Too many for a normal person.
8. For me, it's $8.
I was going to say you can get it today on Prime Day for 75% off for $3.
So $2. Sweet. Thank you, Jeff.
I mean, it's a blockbuster.
It's a blockbuster. I mean, but does it change anything? I mean, do you look at Miami now and go, yeah, they're a contender with Giannis Antetokounmpo and Andrew Wiggins and Norman Powell? I mean, maybe I'm looking at this too literally. You have 2 stars in Adebayo and Giannis Antetokounmpo. Neither one of them are great shooters.
Mm-hmm.
Bam Adebayo got to like 37% last year from three-point range, and people were marveling at how he added a three-point shot. 37% is not good. If your wife didn't cheat on you 37% of the time, you'd be divorced by the end of the day.
Well, sure, but, I mean, it's good for him, right? It's not necessarily good.
37% means you should stop shooting three-pointers.
Not in this game.
Okay, but that's the thing. You got to beat the New York Knicks, whose offense ran like a steel trap. And now because you have Giannis with a team that looks strikingly like what he had in Milwaukee, now all of a sudden they're a title contender. No, they're not. The Miami Heat are the Sasquatch of the NBA. You can keep telling me that they're going to contend. They've won 3 playoff games in 12 years. They're not good. I get that it's a destination. It's not good. 50-year-old Pat Riley would hate 80-year-old Pat Riley. Will you just stop doing stupid things? Draft a player that's any good.
Well, I mean, yeah. Look, you gotta take your swings, and this is another Miami Heat swing. Well, I don't think it's gonna really work. It's not really gonna get you much. I mean, you can keep getting into the playoffs and getting bounced in the first round. Maybe you got a chance to make it to the second round.
Yay.
Maybe.
I mean, are you better than the Oklahoma City Thunder right now? Oh, good Lord, no. Are you better than San Antonio? No. And what I can't get over is how did Milwaukee look at Jaylen Brown and go, nah, we'll take Tyler Hero. Tyler Hero, who looks like if Pete Davidson and Machine Gun Kelly had a weird, illegitimate child that loved to shoot bad threes.
Look, they got Giannis, and they're better than the Hornets now.
Yay!
I mean, that's what you did. You went from 10th best team in the East to maybe the 8th best team in the East. Maybe. Because now you can't shoot.
Nope.
That's a major problem in a shooting league.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We talk about this in the NFL all the time about the fact that, well, I mean, that's all well and good that you got the best running back in the world, but this is a passing league. You can't win without hitting three-pointers, right? I don't want Bam Adebayo out there taking six to 7 three-pointers a game. I looked it up. That's apparently his average now.
Good.
Which
that's
by
solid.
the way, when he started in this league, it was 0.
Which is what it should still be, by the way.
Absolutely. But that's how much the game has evolved now. Everybody is just, we'll chuck them up, see if they work.
Look, if 4 years ago you never brought up your Pokemon collection on a first date and it never worked, and 4 years later you bring up your Pokemon collection on first dates and it works every 7 times, that's still not a good percentage. Mm-hmm. That's still telling me I think you were right the first time. Even when it works, it doesn't really work. So maybe stop that. I watched this for over an hour last night going, am I the only one going to say the quiet part out loud of, that didn't make you good? Giannis Antetokounmpo left a team that had absolutely nothing around him and was a threat to no one. And he was traded to a team that has absolutely nothing around him except one big guy who somehow scored 83 points in a game one time and nothing else.
It made you more interesting because now you have a name, but that's about it. Like, it's a great merchandising move.
Sure.
Right? All those Miami Heat fans are now going to have to go out and get Giannis jerseys and all that kind of stuff. Awesome. But when it comes to competing on the floor, I mean, let's just look at the East. Are you better than Detroit? No.
No.
Are you better than Boston?
No.
Not with a fully healthy Jason Tatum, and now they kept Jaylen Brown. They didn't make the move. So,
although I will say, going to
good.
Jaylen Brown this morning was probably not super comfortable.
Nah,
hey, buddy, I know this is the second time we've tried to do this in 3 years, but we still love you, still believe in you, buddy.
Yeah. New York Knicks, frog stomped. The Cleveland Cavaliers, you're not better than them.
No. I'm not sure you're close to any of the teams that you just said. So
now, so now you go to Toronto, Atlanta, Philly, Orlando. You got to throw Indiana back in the mix because Halliburton's coming back from his injury. So now they've leapfrogged back up into the hierarchy here. Miami made the big sweeping deal. Congratulations. You got an aged superstar. I guess I'll say aging because he's not there yet. I mean, it's not like he's Steph Curry or anything.
No, he's 31.
Sounds about right. You got an aging superstar to match up with Bam Adebayo, and you might be able to not be in the play-in tournament next year. I mean, that's the high side.
So now, just looking at professional sports in Miami, every team except the Florida Panthers has a little sexy Giannis with Miami and Adebayo.
Achane
and with the Dolphins.
Yeah.
So you've got a little sexy and no substance. If that's not the most Miami thing I've ever seen, I don't know what is. You were about to say do the Marlins.
Do the Marlins next.
The Marlins have a pool in their stadium. That's what I know about that team. Let me ring in our Jeopardy. I'll take things that don't matter for 500, Alex. The Florida Marlins' entire team could break into iHeart Greenville right now, and I would not know a single name.
Hence the fact that, and this is highlighted by the fact that he just called them the Florida Marlins.
That you don't get to change your name. All right, Travis Etienne, when you tell me your name is one thing, that's your name forever. So you can call yourself the Miami Marlins all you want to. You're the Florida Marlins. I had a jersey when I was like 8 years old.
But you don't call the Hurricanes the Hartford Whalers?
No, they moved. No, they moved. The Florida Marlins didn't move. They put up a stadium with a goldfish bowl in it and said, "Hey, now we're the Florida." But no, you were not. You were the Florida Marlins. That is your team name. That's what you told me. You don't get to change it now. That's stupid.
I'm just curious. Could you name a Miami Marlin right now?
Carlos Baerga. Did I get it right? Gary Sheffield.
Why not? Why not?
Did I get Al Leiter?
To be fair,
did I get it right?
I could not have done it. I couldn't do it either. If I weren't looking at the roster, I could not have named any of these guys to you. So I'm not trying to be better.
Kevin
I
Brown.
just wanted to see if you could do it. No,
I'll keep naming 1998 Florida Marlins if you want me to, because I guarantee you I get more of those than I touch.
Josh Beckett.
Oh, that's a good one.
All right, we got to take the break here in the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. We'll be back right after this.
ESPN Asheville.
Clear.
Your mountain weather forecast.
Good push of drier air continuing to work in. A leftover thunder shower early, otherwise becoming partly sunny this afternoon. Breezy, 75. Now that's a northwest breeze. So drier air, less humid air coming in. Setting us up for a pretty nice night tonight, mainly clear 55. Still quite breezy. That breeze will back off tomorrow, sunshine low 80s, and a good-looking Thursday, mostly sunny upper 80s. From the Weather Channel, I'm meteorologist Ray Staging.
This report is sponsored by Wendy's new Biggie Deals. Choose one of Wendy's new Biggie Deals. At $4, $6, and $8, pick one of the new Biggie Deals you're craving. For a pretty Biggie deal, gotta be Wendy's. U.S. price and participation may vary.
From the FIFA World Cup to competitive business environments, grand ambitions lead to game-changing achievements. At Bank of America, we're there to support businesses at every step, providing insights and expertise to help you gain an edge.
He shoots, he scores!
What would you like the power to do? Explore winning solutions at BofA.com/gamechangers. Bank of America, official bank of the FIFA World Cup 2026.
Carolina Complete Health. We are here for your health. HereForYourHealthNC.com.
iHeartRadio FIFA World Cup Update.
England has a chance to win its group today, and Declan Rice says the team is focused on the task at hand.
We want to go into tomorrow knowing that we're going to be, full throttle, ready to go, want to win the game, and we also know that the position that puts us in.
England taking on Ghana in Boston. A win plus a Panama loss or draw against Croatia would clinch Group L for England with a game to spare.
For live Fox coverage, search World Cup now on the free iHeartRadio app.
Carolina Complete Health. From Charlotte and Greensboro to Raleigh, Durham, Asheville, and Wilmington. We're here for communities across North Carolina, connecting you to the care you need. We are here for your health. Visit hereforyourhealthnc.com.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of urgency, timely, responsive, focused, prioritizing you as our customer and the community that we serve to do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
The Ingalls Advantage isn't just about savings or the best quality food for your family. It's more than that. It's the advantage of being a part of a community. That's why we provide over 2 million pounds of food every year through regular donations and programs like the Ingalls Giving Tree, Food for Thought, and the Ingalls Fill a Backpack program. It's the right thing to do, and we know that you would do the same. Ingalls, your neighbor for over 50 years.
Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelor or bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions, Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
Clarissa Sells WNC is the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have, Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
Boy, you must be outside your mind.
The Sportsocracy.
Just a bit outside. He tried the corner and missed.
We're back in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville. And it's time to get just a bit outside. The World Cup, we've been getting the full experience of, on social media. We talked about it yesterday, how, foreigners are coming over here to America, and they're getting their fill on all of our food and, of course, all of our beer. Scots are looking to shut down Miami bars this week, I believe it is. Which that should be a culture shock in downtown Miami, don't you think?
It probably won't be good.
But it seems like everybody's having fun. You see, like this morning on Fox News, the morning Fox and Friends this morning, we were watching it in the studio. They had all the Norway people in there, and they were doing the big Viking row and everything on the stairs there at Times Square. Sorry, I don't know why I kept wanting to say Central Park, and I knew that was wrong. The throngs of orange-clad Netherlands fans that were marching in Houston. Did you see the clips of that over the weekend?
I did.
Absolutely insane. Seems like everybody's having fun. Save for one team.
I was about to say there's a butt coming here somewhere.
Save for one team. One team's not having too much fun. And you have any guesses who that might be?
I think I know it, but I don't think I should say it.
We're at war with them.
That's the one I was going to say.
That's the ones. The Iranians are ticked. Because Because here's the thing. We wouldn't let them play in America. I mean, we let them play the game in America. But
then they had to go home.
Extra time. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we flew them in the day before the game. They play the game. They flew them out immediately back to Tijuana, where their camp is at. They were supposed to be camped out in Arizona, but then, things happened. People got involved and plans changed. And, nope, we're not letting the Iranians stay in America. They're going to have to go to Mexico. So they're staying in Tijuana. Now, I've never been to Tijuana. I've seen pictures. I've heard things about what happens in Tijuana.
I know a few people that have spent a few weeks there one night.
It's a fun town to get lost in, I hear. And the Iranians, well, I don't know how much you know about Iranian culture, but they're not into the boozing and the frivolities and the strippers and the things like that. They're confined. They have found since their stay that they can't go anywhere because, we'll call it socially conservative views of the Muslim faith. They can't go anywhere because Tijuana is all strip clubs.
Yep.
Tijuana is Vegas on steroids. I mean, not all the casinos and stuff. Not as much money. It's a little dirtier, which is hard to imagine, but it's what I hear.
The world's oldest profession is Tijuana's most common profession. That what you're trying to tell me?
It's all legal there. It's all legal there. They've got casinos. They've got prostitution. They have all the things that Muslims are not able to take part in. There is a place right near their hotel called the Hong Kong Gentlemen's Club, and the Hong Kong Gentlemen's Club is running its own version of the World Cup with pole dancers dressed in rival international team colors battling it out for customers. And they're complaining. The Iranian team is complaining because they're trapped in their hotel rooms because they cannot go out into the community because of all of the sex and drugs and rock and roll music. Well, I mean, I am a man of the people, and I have a simple solution.
I'll take it. I think we could have a Sportsocracy trip to Tijuana. We'll take your hotel rooms, and we'll have just a fun old weekend.
That could be a lot of fun. That is a great thing, and that plays right into my tip. Just leave. Just go home. Like, if it's upsetting you that bad, you're free to leave. Doors open.
We did not force you to play.
No.
Maybe you should have thought of that when you messed with Texas. My story is from NASCAR, and this is, I will say, this is the hardest right turn that we have ever done on this show. Because my story comes from the weekend. We had a race, California, NASCAR race, Saturday, San Diego's Naval Base Coronado. Mm-hmm. Did you watch any of the races there, Tank? I did not hear wonderful things.
I did not watch the race.
Well,
I watched the little movie that they put out on Paramount Plus. Did you see that? That was cool.
I did not.
It was a cool little 30-minute movie with NASCAR drivers doing stunts with their cars on the base with the planes and stuff. It was real cool.
Well, the race itself had a lot of incidents, good number of cautions. And on one of the cautions, we had something that I don't know if San Diego randomly became Jacksonville, but I've never seen this before, and I don't really know what to do with this. Okay. So there was a wreck. The race was red flagged. So at Coronado, there's some stands, and it just kind of winds around the track. Well, there's a big fence that goes around the track. It's got the wire up on top. It does all the things to try to keep the cars on the raceway to make sure that no car or no piece gets off the track. This person's name is not mentioned in the story, So I'm going to name him myself. Cletus Bubba Johnson, NASCAR fan from San Diego, decided that his love of Creed was not enough, and he needed to meet the driver named Creed. Sheldon Creed, who drives the 00 car for Haas Factory Team Racing, was standing outside of his car during the red flag. Cletus Bubba Johnson here, in a pair of flip-flops nonetheless, climbed the fence, jumped onto the track, ran over to Creed, talked with him for a few minutes, and then hopped the fence again and climbed back into the crowd. What are we doing in NASCAR at this point? This guy he's just wearing a T-shirt and a hat and a pair of flippy floppies, and he goes, I need to go talk to that guy. I know some stuff that dude needs to know. And in my head, what he said when he descended from the fence, he looked at Sheldon Creed and said, I don't know if you know this or not, but your last name is the same as the greatest band of the 20th century, and Scott Stapp is the songbird of our generation.
Yes.
And I felt like you needed to know that.
Did he greet him with arms wide open?
No doubt.
Because I would not have if I was Mr. Creed.
Sadly, security was not paying attention, and they were down to one last breath.
Did he at least get arrested?
The story does not say that he did.
Well, that stinks, because I could definitely see an appeal on the docket today.
That's as good as it gets. I mean, that's as good as it gets.
Yeah, I did see that video, and I expect security to be a little bit better, and I know it's a giant facility.
It's the track's like 3 miles long.
Right. But I do want to point out that this also was taking place on a base, wasn't it?
Yes, it's on a naval base.
We were at a federal military facility, and this guy went out on the track, stayed out there for a little bit, came back, and still nobody said anything.
Yep.
And still there wasn't a single person. There wasn't FBI, CIA, LLL, whatever. I don't know. Whatever. No one. Not a single LEO was within reach.
So what you're telling me is that this guy may not have gone to jail, but he is probably indeed in his own prison.
Yes. Yes, he is.
His sensibilities could not have been higher, if you will. I can do this for way longer than you want me to.
Is there another one?
Yes, he came down and told Sheldon Creed, even if he doesn't win, don't stop dancing.
You do you, boo. Don't stop dancing.
Like nobody's watching, Sheldon. You do it like nobody's watching, bro.
Good Lord.
Joshua Pennick said he was arrested at the end of stage 2. So they let him go back to his seat, finish the stage, and then they arrested him. And people wonder why at times I don't necessarily trust the government. This feels like a really good example of that. Thank you, Joshua Penix. It did not elaborate as to what happened. The story that I'm reading did not elaborate to what happened to him afterwards. I just wanted to make Creed jokes, and I believe we succeeded.
Well, I would not have had California on my bingo card if you said there will be a fan jump onto a NASCAR event track.
Darlington.
That definitely would not have been California.
Talladega. Nope, Talladega is the right answer. You just need to make sure those cars are a long way away.
Yeah. They go a little fast around
They do.
Yeah. Anyhow.
I wonder, this one's Bill Workman's, but I have to do it because I wonder when he got arrested if he asked the cop, is this the end? Oh, Creed wordplay. It's never not going to be funny to me. It shouldn't be, but it is.
Like it a lot. Oh,
I will say, when the server that I pull these stories up from has a headline that says NASCAR driver Creed steal headlines in San Diego. Yep, I'm clicking on that one. Just because none of those words I know every one of those words, and in that order, they make no sense. Sheldon Creed could be the second baseman for the Miami Marlins. I almost did it again. And I would not know the difference.
Very good. All right, we've got Power Rankings Tuesday coming up after the top of the hour break here. Talking defenses. So, as Jeremy said, if you're a fan of the Jets, you're not going to have to stick around long?
No. You're if you're a fan of any team in the AFC East that's not the good one, you set a tee time for 2:00, and I feel pretty sure you're going to make it.
Not a whole lot of tough defense being played there, huh?
If you're a fan of a team in New York, you could set one for probably 2:15. Feel pretty good for you as well.
Hey, did you know New York? That's a place where a lot of the foreign teams that are in North America right now, they got their eyes on New York because that's where the finals is going to be played. We are inching our way toward the knockout stage, and you can keep up with all of the world tournament right there in the palm of your hand. DraftKings Sports is live in all 50 states, yes, in North Carolina as well, but more importantly, with the summer travel season and all of that, no matter where you go, you'll be able to stay in tune with it with the DraftKings Sports app. The whole world is watching, and you can have it right in the palm of your hands. From group stage chaos, knockout drama, stoppage time, heartbreak, DraftKings Sports app is live. So whether you are catching that early game or you're getting that late one after work at the bar, every minute, every match, stay tuned. Right here in North Carolina, the world's biggest stage in the palm of your hand. New DraftKings customers, sign up with the code WPEK. Spend $5 to get $200 in rewards within 21 days. That's code WPEK in partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 877-718-5543 or visit morethanagame.nc.gov. 21 plus, North Carolina only. Eligibility restrictions apply. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio. It's a limited time offer. We'll be right back here in the Sportsocracy after this.
ESPN.
And we're clear.
I really wanted to help you there, but my phone would not pull that up
of drier
for
air
anything.
continuing to work in.
You're good.
Thunder shower early, otherwise becoming partly sunny.
Just use my little pregnant pause, and if you didn't jump in, just go.
I noticed that.
Air, less humid. Setting us up for a pretty nice night tonight. Mainly clear, 55. Still quite breezy. That breeze will back off tomorrow. Sunshine, low 80s. And a good-looking Thursday, mostly sunny, upper 80s. From the Weather Channel, I'm meteorologist Ray Staging.
This report is sponsored by RockAuto.com.
Oof, shocking time to lose a whole strut.
Ugh, comedy is not your thing. But I do know that Rock Auto has what I need to...
Shocks and struts and brakes and front end alignments.
Parts your car will ever need. Rock Auto. If you're a fight fan and you haven't seen the BKFC app yet, you're missing the world's most exciting combat sport. Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship has changed the game. No gloves, no stalling, no boring rolling around on the ground. Just pure violence and pure entertainment. The BKFC app includes live events, past fights, original series, behind-the-scenes access, merch discounts, and more. Only $7.99 a month or $49.99 a year. Get the BKFC app at bkfc.com.
Please be advised, you may want to stop eating the following foods immediately: broccoli, kale, blueberries, quinoa, spinach.
I thought those were good for me.
What's healthy for one person may cause inflammation for another. So how do you know what your body actually needs? That's where Viome comes in. Viome is a simple, at-home gut health test that analyzes your real-time biology to give you personalized nutrition guidance and custom supplements. Learn more at Viome.com/gut. V as in Victor, IOME.com/GUT. And use coupon code GUTHEALTH50 to save $50 off your purchase.
Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
As veterans, we're no strangers to helping others.
That's what we were taught, service before self.
But we do have one question for the veterans listening.
When was the last time you reached out for help?
If you or someone you know needs resources, whether it's for stress, finances, employment, or mental health, don't wait. Reach out.
Find more information at va.gov/reach. That's va.gov/reach.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
I'm David.
And I'm Christina.
And this is our Ingalls story.
Ginger's Revenge is a brewery located in Asheville, North Carolina that specializes in the production of hard ginger beer.
So we use all natural, whole ingredients, and I think that really sets us apart.
Ingalls is an amazing partner for us to work with. A lot of our fans know that they can go to Ingalls and find a lot of the flavors that we have available, and they just make it really easy for folks to purchase local products.
Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelor or bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions, Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
The Sportsocracy.
The ceiling is the roof. Let's make it happen. Let's keep moving forward.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
The Atlanta Braves are on a mission, and night after night they are making their case as one of the best teams in baseball.
3-2 to Drake. And he swings and hits a missile to deep right field to the chop house and out of here!
Chopping toward another playoff run.
Olsen hits it well. Deep center field to the wall and gone!
The Mountains' home for Braves baseball is ESPN Asheville. Proudly brought to you by Parks Ford of Hendersonville.
Unlike other health concerns, mental illness is not always easy to see. Depression won't show up on an eye chart, and you can't measure it on your bathroom scale. Sorting out a mental health concern is not something to attempt on your own. You won't find a bipolar disorder by looking at a thermometer. Like many other health conditions, help for mental illness takes professional diagnosis and treatment. Anxiety won't just go away under a stick-on bandage. So the sooner you seek treatment, the better. If you or a loved one has a mental health concern, don't go it alone. Find out what to do. For 24-hour free and confidential information and treatment referral, call 1-800-662-HELP. Learn more at samhsa.gov/support. That's samhsa.gov/support.
ESPN Asheville.
Yeah.
WP.
Yeah.
Fairview. WMXF Waynesville. An iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human. The Sportsocracy.
It fires me up, man. I love it. Say it one more time.
The Sportsocracy.
Shake it back!
Beer City's best sports talk.
It is gross.
Just earlier.
They are mature, actually. You just have to
get to know them better.
Your lunchtime dose of dumbassery, live from the Ingalls studio.
Welcome back into the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville. We're heard everywhere you go on the iHeartRadio app. You can watch us on YouTube. Go to the sportsocracy.com, click that live video link, subscribe to the channel. That's how you can chat with us in real time throughout the program. So you got a question, you got a topic idea, whatever, you chime in the YouTube chat. We welcome everybody back into the program for
Power Rankings Tuesday.
Today, 2026 NFL defenses on this Power Rankings Tuesday. How much movement did we have in the offseason? Just overall speaking.
Well, I mean, I think some teams got better. Some teams added pieces that will help in 2026. But, I mean, I would say probably the first 8 teams we have here, I don't think there should be a whole lot of surprise.
Right. Well, we are like Drake in this way only. Start from the bottom. Now we're here. Number 32.
The Arizona Cardinals. The best player on that defense not named Josh Sweat is who?
Boo.
For me, it's Walter Nolan. Then what?
Okay.
I mean, Arizona, to me, just doesn't have a lot of pieces.
It ain't much. I mean, Buda Baker still.
Yeah. I mean,
He's
you've got
still hanging
Buda.
around.
You've got Garrett Williams out of the slot. There's just not a whole lot there. I mean, and there's no depth whatsoever. And I'll be honest with you, the thing that really got me with Arizona was you don't have a lot of, hey, I feel good about you developing with snaps this year. Arizona, to me, is just this is one of those teams that I look at and go, just sim season. Red Sea said that a handful of times, and every time I look at this roster, I think about it more and more. There's just not much here.
All right.
I mean, you're starting a lot of guys that I'm not sure would make the 2 deep of a lot of good defenses. And I'm afraid. Arizona, to me, feels like one of those that I can write the script of this season long before it ever happens. You're going to get into a lot of shootouts. Marvin Harrison Jr. and Michael Wilson and Jeremiah Love and Trey McBride will all be pieces that you want in fantasy football. But in terms of good competitive football, it's not going to be there.
Yeah. I mean, you might have a couple of those games where it's like, oh my God, did you see Arizona shot out with so and so? And then they ended up losing by
42-38.
Last second. Yeah, exactly.
I can see a shocking number of those games in Arizona because I genuinely don't think the offense is bad. I think the offense will be just fine. With Jacoby Brissett, with Gardner Minshew, I don't feel great about it with Carson Beck, but I also don't think that's going to happen until very late in the season. But defensively, you are just going to get crushed. Which leads to a super chat about this specific team. It's from Red Sea, who said, fun note, Sweat's still holding out for a trade, and our intriguing defensive rookie is already out for the whole year before he was even signed.
Woo.
That would be Caleb Proctor, for those of you that were keeping track at home. I mean, look, I think you've got pieces that a year from now with some reps could be fine. I just don't think you have enough of them. You know how I felt about Jordan Birch. He was not my favorite guy coming into the draft when he was drafted last year. If Josh Sweat were to get traded, it's going to be for draft picks, which would be your requisite magic beans of a third-round pick or whatever they get. And then you're sliding guys into roles that just they don't make me feel hunky-dunky. I mean, you've got an edge rusher that's not even the best Jonah Williams that's been on this team in the last year.
But you're in a perfect position to be able to reset the clock next year.
If you're going to be bad, be real, real, real bad. And Arizona may qualify in that regard.
At number 31.
The Miami Dolphins. See previous statements of the Arizona Cardinals with one patent difference. Miami at least has some young guys that I'm excited about. I do like Kyle Lewis a lot. You know, I was higher on Jacob Rodriguez than anybody not named Bill Workman throughout the process. But then I get to the pass rushers, and I mean, you're counting on Josh Uche and David Ajabo, and there's just nothing here. At the premier positions, you just don't have guys that I feel really good about.
Oh, my goodness. I'm looking over the depth chart here, and Robert Beal is on this team.
Yep.
I did not think that he was still trying to do stuff.
They have a lot of guys that you go, but oh yeah, Storm Duck. You remember when that was fun? Juju Brents. Lord have mercy, I missed on that kid badly. It's a terrible defense. Yeah, and by the way, this is a nice time for me to tie things together. And I don't mean to keep harping on Dolphins fans, but they keep harping on me. And I'm living by a simple philosophy. Don't feed the trolls. If you feed the trolls, it's like gremlins after midnight. Don't get them wet and don't feed them because they just multiply and then they try to claw your eyes out. Part of the reason I don't like your offense is because I hate your defense to such a point. I don't care how good Devon Achane is. You're going to be throwing way more than you want to be. Mm-hmm. That might be the worst. That might be the single worst secondary I've ever seen. The best player in that secondary is Chris Johnson, who is a rookie who I've never seen play a snap in the NFL, and I will definitively say that's the best player in that secondary. And I'm not sure it's all that close.
Yeah, I mean, I'll agree with that.
Lonnie Johnson. You mean that guy that's played for like 7 teams in 4 years?
Wait, Lonnie Johnson.
Kid out of Kentucky that played for the Texans?
Yeah, I was thinking of the basketball player that played for Miami. Wasn't his name Lonnie Johnson, too?
No, that was,
I feel like it was Lonnie something.
It was. That's going to drive me nuts.
He had the Lonnie dreads Walker. Lonnie Walker. There you go. He had the dreads on top of his head.
Yeah, he was. He played Jeremy Green basketball. Ooh, 3-pointer? Fire away.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Oh, somebody's open? Don't care. My shot.
He was very entertaining.
You don't want me to
he
shoot?
Was at Miami.
Don't pass me the ball.
All right, at number 30 for the defenses in 2026.
The Tennessee Titans. Outside of Jeffrey Simmons, who do you feel great about?
I was going to say, this is the Jeffrey Simmons special.
By the way, congratulations, Jeffrey Simmons. Getting a nice extension.
Mm-hmm. But, I mean, they'll be able to rush a passer.
The front will be fine. It's the rest of it that I'm scared to death about.
Yeah, I mean, your secondary leaves much to be desired, but that pass rush potentially has, let's just say not fun written all over it.
Tennessee, that the defense looks like when you start a Madden franchise and you trade everyone for draft picks and you sign the best free agents that come preloaded on the game, and you wind up with Cordell Flott and Amani Hooker and Cody Barton and Joshua Williams, and you go, yep, this is not good, but it'll get me through a year.
Mm-hmm.
The only problem is that Tennessee paid practically every person I just said real life, honest to God dollars. Which is why Jeremy watches NFL GMs and goes, what would you say you're doing? Because none of that made great sense.
And this is another one of those, you better hope Cam Ward's about to take that step because you're going to have to score a lot of points.
I think he will take a step. And the pass rush will keep you in games. I just think your upside is so low with what you have here, unless you're way righter about these players than I am.
Mm-hmm.
Tennessee was the number one team, and this is now 2 years in a row, where the way they spent their dollars was the hardest for people around the NFL to understand. I'm not questioning why you signed the guy. I'm questioning why you signed him for so much.
Mm-hmm. Number 29.
The Las Vegas Raiders. I mean, we all kind of universally agree this is Max Crosby and not much else, right?
I'm starting to see a pattern here. Starting to see a pattern forming where everybody who's going to be picking at the top of the next draft is
they're not good
right
defensively.
Here. They're not good defensively. Exactly.
I mean, look, it's hard for me to look at Vegas, who tried to trade Max Crosby, and then say, you know what? They're super committed to him now. They saw the error of their ways in a trade that they had nothing to do with unwinding, and now they're completely committed to this guy. I mean, I don't know if maybe I'm just not gullible or if I've been burned by these things before. If you had to set a percentage chance that Max Crosby's last snap of this season's played for the Las Vegas Raiders, what would you set it
at? 21.
I think you're too low, but not by a ton. To me, Crosby looks like that guy that a team that is better than you think they will be, and they get to that point in the season, they go, we don't have a pass rusher, go get Max. Because you can add that in the middle of the season, and it doesn't really matter that he hasn't been around the team. And you take Max Crosby off this team, good luck. You won't come near a quarterback, ever.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not even saying that I don't like some of the pieces. But, I mean, Thomas Booker as your 1, Kieran Crawford, a rookie, as your 2, you're not going to sniff a quarterback. And I even kind of like the secondary. I've always been higher on Polamalu than the vast majority of people. Jeremy Chinn's a fine player, but then I look at the corners and go, every one of you slotted one spot too high.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know I'm not a huge Eric Stokes guy.
Right.
I like Darian Porter, but he should be your 2. And he's still figuring out how to play the position. Teron Johnson's a decent enough slot, but, I mean, I'm not jumping up and down about it.
Mm-hmm.
They just don't have a lot of pieces that I'm excited about.
Going back to the front for a second, have you completely just backed off of Malcolm Kuntz or?
Well, Malcolm Kuntz is a linebacker, so I mean he's going to be on the other side of Max Crosby. But I mean he can't stay healthy. When he's healthy, he's fine. I don't like him as a 1. I want him to be on the opposite side of Crosby.
Right.
He's a good player. I think he's just cast very poorly.
Mm-hmm.
With Max, it's great. Without Max, which I don't trust in any way, it's mediocre at best.
All right, wrap up the bottom 5 for us here with number 28.
The New York Football Jets. Yay, you have David Bailey. I like that.
And Demario Davis.
Demario Davis is 37 years old. Demario Davis and I would have been in high school together.
Uh-huh.
And I love the signing. I think it will help your young linebackers. I don't like your young linebackers all that much. It's Jamie and Sherwood, not much else. They're going to be a team that plays that 5-man hybrid front a lot with Tavondre Sweat and Will McDonald playing out wide. I think by the end of the year, the pass rush might be, I'm almost reticent to even say good. I think that pass rush could be good.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a corner on this team that I trust? And if you do, why is it D'Angelo Pons who hasn't played his first snap in this league?
All right, it's a lot of hope. It's a lot of hope that Nashawn Wright can get as many interceptions as he did last year.
I mean, and Nashawn Wright may not even end up being a starter from what I hear. Azarie Thomas and him are in a battle for that spot on the left side. And apparently Brandon Stevens is just penciled into a starting spot, which is insane to me. Because the right call is Nashawn on the left, Azarie on the right, D'Angelo Pons in the slot.
Mm-hmm.
Question is, how long does it take Aaron Glenn to figure that out? And the answer is, unfortunately, probably much longer than it should.
Never forget, this team only able to come up with 9 turnovers last year.
0 interceptions.
0 interceptions.
0.
First team ever.
The Sportsocracy and the New York Jets had the exact same number of interceptions in 2025. We have a super chat before we go into the commercial break.
All right.
It's from Sir Jimothy, who used his member chat to ask, real question, how do you talk grown men into not trying 100%? You don't. I mean, the guys on the field are trying their best. The problem is that their best is not good enough. And I mean, so you look at some of these teams, look, the 11 guys that are on the field week in and week out, they're going to give it everything they've got because this is their career lifeline. I mean, the 5 teams we've already said, there are a lot of players like Kiko Maui-Noa. Just the Jets are the team I pulled up. That's the first one I saw. Of if this doesn't go well, there's a decent chance that you're nothing more than a special teamer on the backside of this. So, I mean, they're giving it their all. Their all's just not nearly NFL caliber.
It's in the NBA. We're not tanking. We don't.
Well, I mean, the front office can tank without the players tanking. That's the thing that's always irked me about that tank discussion is, I mean, the players are trying to win. They're just not good enough. So you put a team out there that has no shot to win. I mean, well, what's my alternative? And I heard this with the Giannis discussion of, they considered, filing a petition with the league because he wasn't too hurt to play. But why would I? He's the only trade asset I have. If he tears his knee up, the team's completely destroyed. Why would I put him back out there?
Mm-hmm.
It makes 0 sense.
Felt like you wanted to call it a jejunum right there.
I might have. Don't actually know where a jejunum is. It could be a knee part or a heart part. I'm not real sure.
It's an innard, as my granny would say.
I don't even know what that word meant.
It's inside. It's in your internals. Anyhow, we'll take a break here in the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. We'll get into, not the bottom 5, but still not good in the top defenses for 2026 when we come back on this Power Rankings Tuesday next.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival presented by Capital.
Clear.
Thank you.
Las Vegas. September 18th and 19th at T-Mobile Arena. Streaming live on Disney Plus and Hulu.
And you.
Innards, J-Rome, innards.
Star performances.
Are you ready?
Once-in-a-lifetime moments you'll have to see to believe.
We're getting this party going, huh?
Only limited single-night tickets remain. Get yours while you still can now at AXS.com. And we'll see you at our 2026 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Presented by Capital One.
Everyone sees me as a football player, but before anything else, I'm human. I'm Javier El Chicharito Hernandez, and every single day I'm still learning how to live with problems, mistakes, ever since I was born. This isn't a normal podcast. Everything here is spontaneous, real, and genuine. Just honest conversations about what it means to be alive. I'm Javier El Chicharito Hernandez, and this is Learning to Be Human. Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Learning to Be Human, and listen now.
The events of the day.
Did you hear today the latest?
Are heard every day.
So tell us about Iran.
Diplomacy is always the first option.
Going back and forth. We get the Strait of Hormuz reopened.
There are a couple of issues on the nuclear stuff.
We're going to see what happens.
Trump $250 bill.
We're going to have a UFC fight.
ICE protests.
The war against fraud.
The midterms.
Check in for the very latest on News Radio 570 WWNC. Now on 92.9 FM.
Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
I'll trust water bottles and a flashlight to save the day, but I'll be proved wrong.
With a tornado approaching, I'll realize that I like a wheelchair-accessible shelter.
When the floodwaters rise, I'll be up in the attic with 20 cans of beans. It's a recipe for disaster.
Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/older adults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Clarissa sells WNC as the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have, Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
Do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Our mission, to improve lives with every interaction. This is JW, General Manager at Parks Ford Hendersonville. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com. That's parksfordhendersonville.com.
The Ingalls Advantage isn't just about savings or the best quality food for your family. It's more than that. It's the advantage of being a part of a community. That's why we provide over 2 million pounds of food every year through regular donations and programs like the Ingalls Giving Tree, Food for Thought, and the Ingalls Fill a Backpack program. It's the right thing to do, and we know that you would do the same. Ingalls, your neighbor for over 50 years.
Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions, Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
The Sportsocracy.
That's the way I feel when my team wins. And if I want to jump up and down when my team wins, and if I want to hug my players when they do good, I'm going to do it.
All right, back in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville. I'm Tank Spitzer. He's Jeremy Green, coming to us live from Greenville, South Carolina. We are in the midst of the countdown, or the count up. Yeah, the countdown to the top defenses for 2026 in the NFL.
Doesn't resonate the same way with count up.
Yeah, I know.
It's the final count up. See,
yeah.
No diddle-doo. Diddle-doo-doo.
Yeah. The bottom 5, Arizona, Miami, Tennessee, Las Vegas, New York Jets. So at number 27,
the New York Football Giants.
Okay, so we just don't do defense well up there in the old Empire State.
Well, I mean, you have
the Garden State, I guess.
You've got one position that's very solid.
Yeah,
The problem is, why do you keep drafting guys that play the same position when everything else on that defense is awful? That secondary is an assault on my eyes. When Paulson Adebo is your one, you're in bad shape.
But is Paulson Adebo an upgrade over Cordell Flott?
Yes.
Which it just further spins you in the conundrum. That is, how is it this bad, yet you got better?
It is funny to me when I see teams like the Giants that you keep getting duped by the same players. They have different names, but it's the same type of player that keeps getting you over and over and over again. Deonte Banks and Colton Hood. One didn't work out. The second one is not a mirror image, but they're close enough.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do it again. Didn't work the first time. New coach. John Harbaugh. Okay.
Yeah. So the pass rush, again, if you were only grading the pass rush, the Giants would be much higher.
Top 8 in the league.
Yes. However,
everything
we have to
else?
include the back half.
Yep. You better hope to God you get home, because if you don't, you're going to see a lot of, ooh, that's a deep pass. Oh, there's nobody there. Drop it. Hit a house. Something. Anything. Oh.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to be able to hang in there with the, Dallas Cowboys. Just think, who guards CeeDee Lamb?
No one.
Who guards George Pickens?
No one.
Right.
Send 7.
Second week of the season, you play the L.A. Rams. Good luck.
Puka Nacua already has 142 yards in the game. Hasn't even started yet.
Right. Going to be a rough start to the year and probably going to be a rough ride to the end of the year as well. Number 27, the New York Giants. How about number 26?
The New Orleans Saints. I think this can get better in time.
Mm-hmm.
They're just not there yet. I mean, how many players on that defense do you, honest to God, trust right now?
I have moved Chase Young into the I trust him now.
You should.
I have.
Now, I don't necessarily
always
trust him to stay healthy, but if he is healthy, then I am fine.
I have always been on the side of Cam Jordan. So the fact that he returns makes you feel much better.
That helps
about the defense. Yep, I think I'm done.
And from there, it's a lot of, I like Kristen Miller. Kristen Miller could be a good player. Danny Stutzman could be a good player. Pete Werner. He's getting close to the I trust him stage. I mean, there's just a lot of those. I like Carl Granderson. I don't love him. And there's just not a whole lot of teams in this league that you look at a secondary that's Kool-Aid McKinstry, Quincy Riley, and Jordan Howden. That doesn't do much for me.
No.
And so if you're not getting home with Granderson and Chase Young and doing it at a pretty consistent rate, you're asking a lot of a set of corners that I just don't feel that good about.
Mm-hmm. I think the offense is going to have to pick up some of the slack, but I think you're talented enough to do that. So
no doubt. I mean, and this is a really good line of demarcation to say this is how I feel about these teams right now. A month into the season, this could change drastically. Because the next team on this list, you don't have much high side to me.
Number 25.
The Green Bay Packers. If Micah Parsons misses half the season, what am I supposed to feel good about? Just take it from that vein. Take Micah Parsons completely out of it, and then look at that defense.
Congratulations. You have Edger and Cooper.
End of message.
Mm-hmm.
And you better hope Danny Dennis Sutton is not nearly as raw as I think he is. Because you're going to be counting on him until Micah Parsons comes back. And there's a report that came out yesterday that said he's going to miss half the season.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we already knew he was going to miss to week 6. Half the season starts calling into question, is he going to play at all? Because if you remember, that's what we heard about Joe Mixon last year, and then he was never close. I've been burned by that before, and you take Micah Parsons out, and that's one of the worst secondaries in the league. Okay, your safeties are fine. Your corners are terrible. You're going to be trusting Benjamin St. Juste. Every Commander fan just piddled in their pants a little bit.
You better hope Brandon Cisse is as good in the pros as he was in college.
I mean, and to me, he's one that wasn't going to necessarily hit the ground running at full speed because he needs some time.
The Green Bay Packers at 25, number 24.
This one's going to sound a little shocking when I say it. I don't think it should be. The San Francisco 49ers.
Ooh. It's much lower than the expectations for this defense, I can tell you that.
Nick Bosa, Fred Warner, then what?
Dre Greenlaw.
Who was,
the Amador Lenore.
I mean, Dre Greenlaw, who was an absolute afterthought last year in Denver.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yes, he fits better in San Francisco. I get that. But, I mean, Osa Odigizua, okay. I did like that move. But, I mean, I'm looking at the back half of that defense. I also, I mean, you're converting to a 3-4. So now you're going to ask Bosa, who's had trouble staying healthy, to stand up. There's a lot of parts to this that I don't love. But this is what happens when you draft poorly. You know, Mykel Williams, I'll never understand what anybody saw in him.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just never get it. I did not see. I saw potential, but the potential was not nearly as high. And last year, he just wasn't good. And I would say that was unpredictable, except I predictable it quite aggressively.
Right. But maybe with a full season under his belt, we'll see.
Well, I mean, this is also a great time to ask a very simple question. When was the last time you saw Raheem Morris take over a defense where you went, yeah, lockdown? Oh, you mean that time that he was with Sean McVay? Yeah, pick me one other than that.
Mm-hmm.
I love Raheem Morris as a person. I think he's one of the most fantastic people in this league. I do not think he's one of the most fantastic coaches in this league.
All right, round out the bottom 10 for us with number 23 before the break.
Fire them cannons, your Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You're counting a lot on Reuben Bain.
Yes.
I mean, I will say, and Tank, you've pointed this out to me before, and I don't notice it until we get into something like this and I start doing the homework and I start seeing some of the absolutely insane things that people say. You set an expectation for a rookie, and it feels like the expectation for Tampa Bay Buccaneer fans is that Reuben Bain's just going to come in here and turn into Micah Parsons in week 4.
Yep.
That's not going to happen. I mean, I hate to be the bearer of bad tidings here, but it's not going to happen. Abdul Carter was a better prospect than Reuben Bain. Fact or fiction?
Fact.
Reuben Bain has less help in year 1 as a pass rusher than Abdul Carter had.
Fact.
How many sacks did Abdul Carter have last year?
7.
Abdul Carter finished second on the New York Giants last year with 4.
4. Okay.
Brian Burns had 15, 16 and a half. Abdul Carter had 4.
Mm-hmm.
High pressure rate, snap count was decent. Look, Reuben Bain could get to 8, and it's not going to shock me, but he doesn't have a Brian Burns on the other side. You know, I'm not in love with the secondary. I'm not in love with the way this is built. Now you don't have Levante David. I'm not telling you that per se Tampa Bay is a bad defense. They're just mediocre with, I think, an excised expectation of what they will be.
Mm-hmm. It's always the maybe we'll get there, right? Maybe Yaya will take the next step.
Yaya is a good situational pass rusher.
He is, but maybe it'll work. Right? Al-Qadim Muhammad is a guy that they brought in the offseason. It was like, see, look, we're doing stuff. We're bringing in a guy who can get sacks. Okay. But that was also, on the other side of Aiden Hutchinson, right? So I don't have that here. I don't know if he's that good. I don't believe that he's that good. I mean, year in, year out, you think he's an 11-sack guy? Last year was a great year. You're losing veteran leadership. So in the middle of the defense. So what did they do? They went out and got Christian Roseboom and Alex Anzalone, which are not bad players, but it's not special by any means. I don't think. I think you're putting Band-Aids on a whole lot of stuff on this defense.
Boy. Tank, we have to take a commercial break. We have a developing situation. The NFL just did a real dumb thing.
Okay, well, we'll take a break and we'll get into it when we come back here on ESPN Asheville.
ESPN Asheville.
And we're clear.
Thank you.
Your mountain weather forecast.
Good push of dry.
They're not doing the supplemental?
Correct.
Over shower thunder. Easy.
Oh, dear.
Northwest breeze.
Yep.
So drier air, less humid air.
This will be a fun lawsuit off season.
55, still quite breezy. That breeze will back off tomorrow.
All right,
sunshine,
so
low 80s, and a good-looking Thursday, mostly sunny upper 80s.
This is going to be
Weather Channel, I'm meteorologist
this is going to be the rest
this
of the next
report
segment.
is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Troubles?
We'll skip weird.
Right.
Upgrade to the sleep you deserve at Mattress.
We'll kick it into high gear with the teams next hour.
Sleep experts help you narrow it down.
We won't get through
They
them all.
make sleep easy.
Carolina Complete
We were
Health.
already running
we are
slightly
here for
behind.
your health. Here
Let's
for
try
your
to get
health,
to the top
NC.com.
10, and we'll do the top 10 tomorrow.
World Cup update.
England has a chance to win its.
Okay.
That way we don't have to just roll over the
we want to go into tomorrow
better
knowing that
ones.
we're going to be, full throttle, ready to go. Want to win the game, and we also know that the position that puts us in.
England taking on Ghana in Boston. A win plus a Panama loss or draw against Croatia would clinch Group L for England with a game to spare.
For live Fox coverage, search World Cup now on the free iHeartRadio app.
Carolina Complete Health. From Charlotte and Greensboro to Raleigh, Durham, Asheville, and Wilmington. We're here for communities across North Carolina, connecting you to the care you need. We are here for your health. Visit hereforyourhealthnc.com.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of urgency, timely, responsive, focused, prioritizing you as our customer and the community that we serve to do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
And welcome back into the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. Heard everywhere you go on the iHeartRadio app. And you can watch us on YouTube. Tune in now to see Jeremy's brain explode from the breaking news.
Who's gonna break the news? Who's gonna break the news? Who's gonna break the news? Who's gonna break the news?
It's from our buddy Adam Schefter. In Shefty you trust. The NFL is declining to have a 2026 supplemental draft. The only recourse for Brandon Sorsby will be to enter the 2027 NFL draft.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so now we're going to go down. Now that this is out, we'll talk about the legal wrangling, which this is going to be fun. If you were tired of talking about Brandon Sorsby, I hate to tell you this, this does not end this. So here's the way the information has been said to me over the course of this process. There is no history of the NFL keeping guys out for judicial issues they've had in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that is on the assumption that you have a supplemental draft, which they just always have. If there was a player who applied and was deemed eligible, then you had it. As soon as this kid said he was giving up the injunction and all of the things, every person I talked to said that was legal wrangling from the agent, where Texas Tech said, we'll let you keep the money. He had talked to the NFL, and they were going to open up this avenue to him. What this tells me, and I'm spitballing here because I don't know this just broke 2 minutes ago. What this tells me is that the NFL found something. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was. They found something when they investigated this kid, and they said, that's going to come out, it's going to look bad, and we're going to set a precedent.
Mm-hmm. Could be.
Now, do I think this is going to hold up? I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, what do you mean, will it hold up?
Oh, he's going to he's going to file a lawsuit. There's no doubt in my mind.
Sure, and he's more than welcome to.
And I'm not sure he won't win.
Well, but here's the thing. He won't win before it happens. Like, he won't win before the date happens. It's not going to go through the process in a month.
I don't know that. You can get can't hide money. Money can get things on a docket quick.
He doesn't have that kind of money.
No, but he has access to it. I am dumbfounded that this is the way that this went. Because now there's a devil's advocate here of the NFL saying, nope, you know what? A judge in Texas might say that gambling's okay. This is still a hard, fast line for us, and we're not going to do, even though it had nothing to do with us. You did not wager in our league. Those things have never mattered before. I can give you at least 4 examples off the top of my head that I can think of.
Mm-hmm.
They've never done that before, and I think that is the grounds for the appeal. If they try to force the NFL to do this, I think that's the grounds for the appeal is you didn't do anything to Kayshon Boutte.
Right.
And we know for a fact that he did the same thing that Brandon Sorsby did. Now, he did not
bet
have
on
to go
LSU when he was at LSU?
He did.
How did we not hear that?
Because he had already been drafted and nobody cared. And I'll be honest with you, if I was his lawyer, that would be the first thing that I would argue. And nobody knew it. It didn't come out for a long time after he had already been selected by the Patriots. That was part of the fall. There was something else that happened at LSU that was, we'll say, a little nefarious.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he was hopping up on the good foot to do the bad thing with people around the franchise, around the institution.
Well, I mean, that kind of thing happens.
And that was what we all blamed on the slide.
We certainly don't care in New England about that.
Well, yeah.
I mean, everybody's got their thing,
Sunshine baseball.
No, I had never heard that Kayshon Boutte was betting on LSU while he was at LSU.
Well, we don't know necessarily that he bet on LSU. We know he bet, and he bet a lot.
Well, see, that's the problem here. The problem is betting on your own team,
and that's fine.
Always been the problem.
And that's fine, but there's no line. There's no line of demarcation. Look, I'm looking at this from the legal perspective. Mm-hmm. Am I stunned that the NFL did this? No, I actually said it was entirely possible. I just didn't think they would do it because I don't want to get into the legal wrangling of this. I'm actually kind of, to be honest with you, I'm kind of proud of them that they did it.
I'm 100% proud.
Because they looked at a judge and said, we're not leaving this up to a judge. We're a private entity, and we're going to tell you straight up, gambling's been a problem for us forever. It's going to keep being a problem for us forever.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the teams themselves would say this is too good. It's too good of a thing to happen with the World Cup, with everything else that's going on. And the NFL basically just said, you know what, we're above that. We don't need it. We don't care. We're not opening up this trap door. We're going to make it very clear that this is how we feel about this.
Yes.
Now, I will say, and this is just a bit of a legal warning from a guy that's got a good number of attorneys. You better keep this same momentum moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
You've been pretty consistent on it. The Kayshon Boutte thing is the only thing that's ever really been out of your norm, and we don't know a ton about it. You better keep this same momentum forever, because I'll go ahead and tell you this is going to come up again. This will not be the only time this happens.
Mm-hmm.
I won't be shocked if it happens again next year. But it's unfortunate for the kid, but I'm not the fair guy. I'm not a moralist. I'm not any of those things. The NFL just said, we do not accept your explanation. You can call this whatever you want to. You broke one of our tenant rules, and we're not going to bow down.
Mm-hmm.
And in spite of everything I've said, I didn't think it was going to happen, and I'll readily admit I was wrong about this.
Well, the NFL is it can't really be touched right now. There's not much anybody can do to combat the NFL. The power that league has is almost unfettered, I would say.
Oh, I mean, it's untouched. This is the biggest entity in the world.
Right.
And they're at that point that you're too big to fail. And, I mean, that's now I would have to talk to an attorney about all of the rest of this. From everything I was told, we were never getting to this point.
Mm-hmm.
Because when Sorsby pulled back the injunction and said, we're not going to keep fighting this, we just assumed that he had heard something from the league, and they said, come on down. It didn't happen in our league. You may get suspended. Because I had even heard that he could be suspended for 8 games when he gets into the league, but we're not going to preclude him from getting into the league.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what happened. So now, if I'm Brandon Sorsby, I'm looking at my lawyers going, hey, buddy, what would you say I've been paying you for? Because you just gave me some horrifically bad advice.
Mm-hmm.
Because this changes everything about where this kid slots in. He was going to be a second or third round pick in a supplemental draft because he was the only ball game in town. Now you go back into the biggest quarterback draft of all time with absolutely no more depth of resume. So every kid that comes out and shows a higher upside than him next year is going to get drafted in front of him because now that gambling thing becomes a real big deal. Because now I got options. I can go Jaden Mayava. I can go Lenora Sellers. There are a ton of quarterbacks in this class. And he just got dropped into the deep end.
What about the CFL? He could go play in the CFL. Canadian football would take him. I mean, I have a feeling that they would. Maybe not. Maybe they don't want a piece of this either.
I would be shocked if they didn't, but then you get into how the time lines up. I mean, it's possible. And before anybody says that the UFL season's after the NFL season, there's absolutely no reason to do that.
Right. That would be during the process of the draft.
Sure. I'm shocked. And now this is another time that in Adam Schefter, you should just blindly trust whatever he says because this shows that he knew something that I did not know.
Absolutely. When he
had
yesterday,
somebody saying things to him, and I even said this on the show yesterday. Mm-hmm. I don't know where he's getting his information from, but it is completely different from what I'm hearing.
Mm-hmm. The way that this has been presented the entire time, and I can't find in black and white, crystal clear writing on a document that says we have to hold a supplemental draft if there's an entry. I have yet to see that anywhere. And that was been my biggest problem with it from the get-go. If this is up to commissioner discretion, you were doomed to begin with.
Which it is.
Roger Goodell has not minced words at all about the gambling thing. And every dude that has been caught gambling, I don't think every dude, but we'll say
they have a very hard and fast rule about what happens if you do it inside the facility. It's immediately a year. That's where it is. Right. If you do it on the NFL, it's immediately a year. If you bet on other things, then there has been a little play in that.
6 to 17 games. That's the window. And a guy who admittedly bet on his own team, why do I have to bend over backwards for you? Right? If I don't have to hold a supplemental draft, if this is just up to me, then I don't need to do this for you.
Well, I mean, now that you're looking at this from the outside in, am I the only one that feels like Brandon Sorsby and his team just absolutely butchered this process?
Most definitely.
I mean, he admitted everything in open court. And first of all, good for the NFL for not accepting that god-awful explanation that idiot judge in Texas pushed down. I mean, I think that's the part that I'm the most shocked by is that you see that come down. You know there are judges out there that are going to go down this rabbit hole, and you're just not scared. This is my league. I will do this my way. I did not see that coming.
Because here's the thing. So even if he did want to file a lawsuit today, right, and he wanted to go down, same judge in Texas maybe, and file a lawsuit against the NFL because they're not holding a supplemental draft for him, I don't think that's something a judge can tell them to do. You don't have to.
You can use what they've done in the past against them because you've set what's called precedent. Mm-hmm. That's the only thing. And look, I'm not a lawyer. I know a bunch of them, and I've had to deal with a lot of them. But precedent could burn you you've never that I can remember ever done this, where there was a kid that he did fit the criteria, because that's what you got to look at here. The criteria is very specific. You have to lose your eligibility between the declaration date and the entry date for a supplemental draft. There are no conditions to that. but there is commissioner discretion, which is probably what saves the NFL. So, I mean, if I'm being honest, I think he can probably sue until he's blue in the face. It's not going to change anything.
No.
However,
especially not in a month.
However, there is another side of this that is now immediately where my brain has gone, and it leads into a super chat.
Oh, hang on. Somebody's messing with my screen here. I'm doing a live show, guys. Can you not?
100, and somebody's doing it to mine too. Hey, stop touching my screen!
Quit doing that. All right, here we go.
Give me those dollars, don't you holler, that's your money, honey. That's what I need. Well, give me those.
All right, from our buddy Colin, who said the NFL just did the dumbest thing possible. I thought that at first, and then I talked through it, and I can't say that I agree with you. And the end of your comment is exactly why. They just gave Sorsby big ammunition for his lawsuit. The NFL just screwed the NCAA big time. It's that last line you said. Because where do you think this goes now?
Oh, I mean, if I'm his people, I'm opening back up the lawsuit.
No doubt. I've already got the injunction.
I'm refiling right now.
I've already got the injunction. I've got case law. I've got a judge. That is the part that I think's blowing my mind the most, because now the NFL just dumped this right back into the lap of the NCAA and said, figure it out. Big Brother is not here to bail you out of this one. And that was what I'd been told the whole time, was this was the NFL throwing a lifeline to college football of, we'll take the bad PR. We can withstand it. We don't want you having to talk about this all off season long. I mean, that will be refiled by the end of the day. I feel very sure of that. Now, I don't know if it can be legislated now. I don't know how that part of the process works. Timothy O'Toole, if you're around, this would be a great time for you to chime in, because I don't know.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they just dropped this right in the lap of the Big 12, right in the lap of Texas Tech. I guarantee you the powers that be in the Big 12 have said more expletives in the last 25 minutes than the rest of us have said in our entire lives.
Yeah, I mean, it immediately puts the onus back on the NCAA to fight these lawsuits, I would imagine.
Yep.
So that could be a problem. The NFL's not scared. I don't think there's a judge ready to come after the NFL. And I'm not sure there's many lawyers that are ready to come after the NFL. I don't know. I mean, you said it once who his lawyer was, that he was involved in some other case.
Yeah,
what was that?
It's a high-end. I can't remember his name. I can find it here in just a second.
Right. I don't know who the lawyer is, but I mean, I have a hard time believing that there's too many lawyers out there that really want to go after the NFL, unless it's, class action kind of stuff.
Well, I mean, you don't have to go after the NFL, and that's the part of this that is kind of shocking to me, because people say, well, the NCAA's problems aren't the NFL's. You're right, but you have to be careful with this. You start setting case law, and the NCAA is already weak. I mean, the NCAA probably loses to Brendan Sorsby. I said that when it came down. I didn't see that coming, because the NCAA had been hard and fast about gambling. Can't do it. A judge overruled you because they weren't scared of you. You're probably right. A judge won't touch the NFL because they have their I's dotted and their T's crossed. If I don't want to have this thing, I don't have to have it. Never done that before, but it's never come up like this. I've never had a guy that was this open and honest about what he did, and we don't recognize what you're saying. We don't see this as a sickness. We think you made a mistake, and there are repercussions to your actions. And on the NFL side, I'm all the way here for it. From a selfish standpoint, having this kid added to an NFL team was going to be great from a topical standpoint. But, I mean, I never loved any of this. As soon as the judge decreed, I didn't like any of this.
Mm-hmm.
And now it drops right back onto the NCAA, and I have a funny feeling that the Texas Tech side cranks back up, and all of those things I said about, well, Texas Tech never spoke about what they were going to do. Well, you're going to have to now. because you just got a flaming bag of excrement dropped right on your front porch, and they didn't even have the common courtesy to walk away. They stood there and watched you stomp it out.
Yep. I'm totally here for it. I love a good dumpster fire. And guess what? The NFL gave me everything I wanted because this is the path that I wanted them to go down. If you'll remember, like, because I wouldn't do it. I would not hold the special draft for a kid who gambled on his own team. I'm gonna suspend you for a year just out of basic principle anyway. So why not just put you in next year's draft class?
Well, and that's basically what they just did.
Absolutely. I suspended you for a year, and now you can come back, and everything's going to be hunky-dunky, and we can all be friends. You'll have to go through the process, and you're probably going to have to, work on your game somehow. I don't know if the CFL's still accepting players or not, but
I think they would find a way. For him, I think they would make not an exception, but I think there would be a path. This is. And look, with everything we've talked about this, and as much as this story has ebbed and flowed, for every person that gives Roger Goodell flack for all of the things he does and all of the things they don't like, he 100% got this right. And he just made a very loud announcement that you can take your fare and run with it somewhere, because the only fare in this life has Ferris wheels and funnel cakes. And that has nothing to do with us. We don't have to be fair. You made a mistake, and here's your consequences.
Yep.
Tough cookies, Puddin' Pop.
You're in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville. We'll continue with the Power Rankings Tuesday after this.
ESPN Asheville.
Clear.
Your mountain weather forecast.
Good push of drier air continuing to work in. A leftover thunder shower early, otherwise becoming partly sunny this afternoon. Breezy, 75. Now that's a northwest breeze. So drier air, less humid air coming in. Setting us up for a pretty nice night tonight, mainly clear 55. Still quite breezy. That breeze will back off tomorrow, sunshine low 80s, and a good-looking Thursday, mostly sunny upper 80s. From the Weather Channel, I'm meteorologist Ray Staging.
This report is sponsored by Jimmy's Automotive Center.
Summertime is here and you're ready to hit the road for a great summer road trip? Your first stop should be Jimmy's Automotive. Ask them about their summer vacation special. Oil change, lube and filter, plus a multi-point inspection, fluids topped off, and a tire rotation. Jimmy's Automotive. That's where customers send their friends.
America is turning 250, and iHeartRadio is celebrating with $250,000 in cash. Weekdays through July 4th. Listen for your chance to win $2,500, so you can take the ultimate American getaway.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Incredible service, honest communication, trusted accountability. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com. That's parksfordhendersonville.com.
Thursday, June 25th, roll up your sleeve and help save lives at the 39th Annual Operation Blood Drive with WLOS, iHeartMedia Asheville, and the American Red Cross. Give blood, grab a free t-shirt, a $15 e-gift card, and a shot at $7,500. Visit redcrossblood.org to see locations.
Dan Scott here, inviting you to check out my new show every Sunday, 8 to 9 a.m. here on ESPN Asheville, where we bring sports and
just
faith
put that whole
together.
segment in Dropbox under
Show,
Soars
8
Media
a.m.
Knows
Sundays
Supplemental.
on
That needs to
ESPN
go up
Asheville.
as a standalone video.
The iHeartRadio app now has
Aggressively.
presets, just like in the car. You're our number one. Make us yours. ESPN Asheville, the mountain's favorite sports station, streaming 24/7. Your home for the Sportsocracy. Weekdays at noon. The Tar Heels and Atlanta Braves baseball.
Clarissa sells WNC as the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have: Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
I'm David.
And I'm Christina.
And this is our Ingalls story.
Ginger's Revenge is a brewery located in Asheville, North Carolina that specializes in the production of hard ginger beer.
So we use all natural, whole ingredients, and I think that really sets us apart.
Ingalls is an amazing partner for us to work with. A lot of our fans know that they can go to Ingalls and find a lot of the flavors that we have available, and they just make it really easy for folks to purchase local products.
I know what you did there.
ESPN Asheville.
I didn't hear that. What?
WMXF Waynesville.
I said I know what you did there.
And guaranteed human. live from the Ingles studio.
I can't wait to play with myself every day.
The Sportsocracy.
Damn the devil to hell! Let the big dog see! Let him on the field!
Come get you some of this.
Fire them cannons! By golly, put more powder in those things.
He couldn't take any more disappointment.
Oh my God, the Jets killed him.
Welcome back into the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville. Heard everywhere you go on the iHeart Radio app and seen everywhere on YouTube. Just go to thesportsocracy.com, click the live video link, subscribe to the channel, and that way you can join us in the chat, get your thoughts in on the Brendan Sorsby stuff if you want to comment on that. We've got power rankings to clean up here as well. It is a Power Rankings Tuesday. Talking about the defenses for 2026. Those last 10 defenses, though, the top 10 defenses, I think we're going to have to push to tomorrow. Because you know how we like to drag our feet a little bit on a Power Rankings Tuesday. Anyway, you just want to make sure that everybody gets talked about in an appropriate volume and duration. But it's going to be hard to do all those in the next hour here after the breaking news out of the NFL and the unfortunate news for the NCAA.
Yeah, sorry. Sometimes with live radio, things happen, and things have happened, and my phone has been aggressive in the last few minutes.
Are people wondering what happens now?
Yeah, that's
he enters the draft in 2027.
I believe. I don't know. I don't know that I would feel confident that that's how this is going to go.
You think he's going to win? You think he's got a case?
I think the NCAA is so unbelievably powerless that they have no control. I think that what you've seen here is a perfect dichotomy of one very strong institution and one very weak institution, and how one works from a position of power and the other works from a position of weakness. Because the NCAA never ruled on this. They tried, and then it got unwound, and they went, don't know, don't care. And the kid did him a solid when teams started saying, we're going to back out of playing Texas Tech. Do you think he cares, honestly? The discrepancy in the money here could be in the tens of millions of dollars. Or for him, a bad run in Atlantic City. I have resisted the urge to make that joke for a long time. I'm shocked. I don't get shocked often, but I am shocked. So yeah, you said I think he's going to win. You're absolutely right. I do think he's going to win. I think he's going to win. Yes, and I think he's going to find I think he will find a judge that is sympathetic. I mean, because just think about the wording of, and now I've had time to process all of this. Think about the wording of how Brendan Sorsby got this pushed through with that first judge in Texas. This will do irreparable harm to him. Mm-hmm. That line drove me crazy the first time. I understand now why it was there. Because if you have a judge that ruled on this and somebody does not want to overlap his ruling, well, now I can actually tangibly show how this will do irreparable harm to him. Mm-hmm. This could ruin his career before it ever started.
Mm-hmm. And whose fault is that?
His. And I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. I am in no way. And I hope that's very clear. This whole time, I have never given my opinion on this because I thought this was a straight legal matter. The NFL, they disagreed with me.
I think if he's smart, he'll drop it and leave it alone. Just take your lumps. They said no, back off. Because here's the thing. A judge can say, yeah, he's quote unquote eligible, or you can't stop him from going to Texas Tech. You're right. I can't. But I don't have to play him. He can be on my team. But I don't have to play him.
Now you're into a whole nother ball of wax. Because all the things I said about Texas Tech, yeah, guess what? They just landed right back in your lap. The what would we do if he's eligible? Because you said he would just let this, if he was smart, he would let this die. Yep. I almost don't see a way he's going to do that. A year away from the game, just look how many guys we've seen this with. I mean, go all the way back to Mike Williams, Maurice Claret.
But that's my point. You can fight the NCAA all you want to. I think Texas Tech, after they lobbied and filed their own lawsuit against their own attorney general,
Ken Paxton, yeah.
Right? They went against their own attorney general and basically said, sir, would you please STFU? Because we have to be able to manage, right? The Big 12 has to be able to manage their teams and such. And I think Texas Tech knows where this is at. Because if you continue this, okay, we'll pull everything from Texas Tech. Everything possible we can if you intend to play him. Judge says he can play. Okay. You better not. You better not play him. Because if you do, we will bring down the full force of this conference against you. And you're not going to like how that goes. Because we will be at liberty to do whatever we want. I think his smart play here is to leave this one alone. Go to the CFL. If they'll take you, fine. If not, tough cookies, as Jeremy said.
I mean, I don't disagree with anything you've said here. I really don't. I just don't see it going that way.
The onus is on Texas Tech.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. This kid did the damage just by filing the lawsuit.
Absolutely.
And now that's a whole nother layer of this. Do you think there is if he had just rolled over and said, I did this, take out the trip to rehab, take out the irrevocable harm to himself and his ability to have fun for the rest of his life and all the other things he said in that court filing. If he had just rolled over and taken his medicine, do you think the NFL would have bypassed his ability to be to hold the supplemental draft?
Say that again, sorry.
So if when all this came down and we found out all the things, if he had not gone on this PR tour of how I have a sickness and a mental disease and filed lawsuits and all of the things, had he done none of that and just said, I made a mistake, I'm going to take my medicine, and I'm going to try to enter the supplemental draft, do you think they would have held it?
You know what? I'm leaning towards no.
I'm leaning towards yes, and I'll tell you why. Because what this does is it gives you absolutely no incentive to tell the truth. If you had just rolled over and said, you know what, I was young, I was dumb, I did some stupid things, and there are some other little pieces out there of potentially he made some more wagers after this was all found out. Those little tentacles of this had been lying around. I just didn't think they mattered. Now they matter a lot.
Yep.
And I think had he just said, you know what, I made a mistake, it's on me, I've got to be responsible for my own actions, I've learned my lesson, I'm going to enter the supplemental draft, I hope the NFL will have me. I think they would potentially have suspended him for a year, maybe 8 games, I'm not sure. But I think they would have had it. I believe as I have wrapped my brain around this, I think the not having it was a straight up, we don't like how you handled this. You don't seem to have learned squat, and we have the power to tell you no. And they did.
Yeah.
And they did.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest with you, I think had he done that, none of this would have stuck to him. All of the vitriol that I'm seeing between Twitter and Discord and social media and all the different places right now, I don't think any of this would have been there, and at the very least, it wouldn't have been as aggressive if he didn't start the, oh, poor, pitiful me, I can't control myself, this is not my fault, I have a disease, And the NFL just did something that nobody in this country ever does. They heard the argument, and they said, nope, just because you said it doesn't make it true.
Yeah. When you don't take full responsibility for your actions, it's going to, when you make excuses for why you did something wrong, it's going to raise the temperature of the subject a little bit. You trying to explain away why you did the bad thing that you knew you weren't supposed to do, but you did it anyway. That's where I have a problem. It's a sickness. Okay, I don't really care. That does not matter to me.
Addiction,
in the grand
the
scheme
addiction of it itself, as a person that has for 20 years done this. I'm not telling you don't have an addiction. I'm not saying that. I'm saying how you phrased all this, that you wanted sympathy and then you found a sympathetic judge and all of those things. I believe your actions to this are why you are in the position you're in.
It definitely made the situation worse. I will agree with you on that part. When it comes down to Roger Goodell making up his mind, I don't know. Like you said, if this was at just commissioner's discretion, he could have always been sitting in this position.
He could have been, and there's no way any of us will ever know.
No,
Roger Goodell's not going to come out and go, I was trying to teach this kid a lesson. I think what is more wrapping around my brain is that Roger Goodell just did that thing that all of us at some time in life want to do. You hear some just bleeding heart excuse, and instead of just rolling over and going, he said it, it must be true. He said, I don't care. This is a rule of ours, and you broke it, and now watch me, and now you will, in the words of Eric Cartman, respect my authority. And that's exactly what you did. And I'm not gonna lie, that's the part I'm so dumbfounded by. Nobody does that anymore.
Now, there's also a part of this that I'm thinking. So when the deal happened, right, with Texas Tech, right, and he pulled his lawsuit and all of that, and they said, you keep the money that we paid you. We're not going to ask for any of that back. We're just scrubbing this off the books. I want to know what was in writing. Because I wonder if there was a contract signed there.
I don't know.
Did he sign something that said, I will drop the case and I will not bring it back up ever again? Because if he did, then he screwed there too. Because I signed that piece. That's when I go back to the lawyer and say, you as my lawyer told me to sign this this affidavit or whatever. And now you screwed me on the back end as well because you got bad information from whoever you were talking to in the NFL.
I mean, you get down that rabbit hole. And
it's a wild case.
I mean, and I hate to use my buddy Tommy Segura's line here, but when you get into legal trouble, lawyer up and shut up. Don't speak words. Your words can and will be held against you in a court of public opinion.
Yep.
And that's happened here. It's baffling to me. We have a bunch of super chats to get to, and we need to do that before the commercial break.
Well, let's get them.
It's all about the money. All about the money.
The first one is from Red C, who said the NCAA saying more wordy dirds than Peter Griffin falling down the stairs. 100% that's what happened today. The NCAA saw this ruling and went, oh, shoot. Why? No. You could have just done us a solid. I mean, we're laying here dead. We're bleeding from every orifice. And you could have just handed us a lifeline, and you kicked us in the teeth.
Yep. Because guess what? Not my problem.
100.
From the money tree.
We had another one from Red Sea, and then we'll go back and get one from Colin. Red Sea said, what are the chances the NFL did this today just to put the NBA back on the back burner? I didn't think of that. But the NFL is notorious for doing that. We can do this any day, but you think it's your day. And we just want to prove that A.J. DeBonsa loses to Brandon Sorsby in all media aggressively.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I love Shams Charania, but he's got to be looking around right now going, Giannis Antetokounmpo got traded at midnight. We have a hammer 4-team draft. And everybody's looking at Adam Schefter right now. Like, today's supposed to be my day. I did my hair and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I put extra gel in my hair. And this, boys and girls, is why Jeremy ran away from the NBA like it was on fire.
All right, our super chat from Colin.
Colin asked, any chance for a live show after the radio show? This is a really good time for a programming note. Tank will be with our friend Richmond Weaver at 3 o'clock tomorrow, or at 3 o'clock, like
today,
44 minutes from now, who his producer has to take my spot. So we had to make sure all of these things worked because they needed to work.
Mm-hmm.
Had a little issue with the live stream last night, so we had to work out the kinks. But Richmond is doing his SoCon Fast Break Summer Tour. So he was at East Tennessee State University earlier today. We traded seats, for lack of a better way of saying it, because he will be in my seat in Asheville, and I'm in his seat in Greenville. So we would love to do that, but we have absolutely no ability to do that. I am looking forward to you getting to meet Richmond, though.
We've met before.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
been in the same room for an extended period of time before, though. So there will be much more face-to-face communication than there has been in the past.
Oh, for sure.
Never had the chance to work with him when he's not doing play-by-play. So this is going to be a new experience for me.
Oh, Richmond is his office is right down from mine here in Greenville, and we work together a lot. And he is one of my favorite people. He also, I have a funny feeling, is going to have much more insight on the NBA draft than I did, and will probably have much to say about this Brandon Sorsby thing, and some of it may be aimed at me. And it may be nanny, nanny, boo-boo, sticky head and doo-doo, I tried to tell you.
He also tried to tell you.
100%. Everybody tried to tell me. The problem is, you know what? This is a great example. Don't listen to the lawyers, and except for Timothy O'Toole, who is future counsel of this show and will probably get me out of something horrible I do one day. I don't know what.
What? Something. He's a skilled, brilliant individual.
He is a brilliant litigator. And I hope one day he is litigating for me and not against me.
All right, you are in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville. We got 10 more teams coming your way on a Power Rankings Tuesday. Talking 2026 NFL defenses after this.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival.
There, we're clear.
Oh, yeah, we're still doing that, aren't we?
Back to Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. We had a whole plan. And then the NFL went.
And you can be there.
For a weekend full of superstar
Take your
performances.
plan and shove
Once
it.
in a life-
All right, I'll be right back.
All right, bro.
To see, to believe.
We're getting this party going, huh?
Only limited single night tickets remain. Get yours while you still can now at AXS.com. And we'll see you at our 2026 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Presented by Capital One.
The global stage is lit. The 2026 FIFA World Cup is on.
Lionel Messi!
iHeartRadio and Fox Sports are bringing you every match of FIFA World Cup 2026.
Live. Lock in your preset now on the free iHeartRadio app.
Just search World Cup
Just a beauty for a second of the game.
Every unforgettable moment.
wherever you are.
Brilliant from Mbappe. France lead.
Don't miss Team USA's next match Thursday night at 10 Eastern.
The world is listening.
Are you?
Now's your chance to win $2,500. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, TRIP. That's TRIP. Enter it now.
Sure. You know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions. Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
Do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Our mission, to improve lives with every interaction. This is JW, General Manager at Parks Ford Hendersonville. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com. That's parksfordhendersonville.com.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
The Ingalls Advantage isn't just about savings or the best quality food for your family. It's more than that. It's the advantage of being a part of a community. That's why we provide over 2 million pounds of food every year through regular donations and programs like the Ingalls Giving Tree, Food for Thought, and the Ingalls Fill a Backpack program. It's the right thing to do, and we know that you would do the same. Ingalls, your neighbor for over 50 years.
Most people out here think that taking care of one another is important, and most people would step up for a neighbor going through a tough time. Most people around here help out friends and family when they need it. But the funny thing is, most of us won't look for help when we need it. Talk to someone if you're struggling with mental health, because most people out here really care. Find more information at loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
The Sportsocracy.
You were just dumping a bag of hammers.
We're back on ESPN Asheville, everywhere on the iHeartRadio app and live on YouTube. This is the Sportsocracy. It is a Power Rankings Tuesday, and we're going to get you to the top 10 here. We're going to go speed round with the 2026 NFL defenses.
So you're saying we're going to go super fast?
Super fast. That's right. And we will we'll give you the top 10 tomorrow after Brendan Sorsby and the NFL just threw another wrench into our plans here.
Yeah, if you want to blame somebody, blame Brandon Sorsby for his Nathan level 4-game parlays.
Mm-hmm. At number 22, the 22nd best defense in the league.
The Detroit Lions. This one could end up being way better than I'm saying, or it could not.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they have a lot of bullets in the gun at corner, but do you trust any of them? Do you trust DJ Reed to be a true number one corner? Because I don't.
They have a lot of I've seen him be good.
Okay,
I've seen
elaborate
DJ
on
Reed be good.
Yes, he's
I've
been a
seen
great number two.
Right. I've seen Roger McCreary be good.
Great slot corner.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Together on the field at the same time, does having two solid twos equal having a one?
Depends on where you are. In Tijuana, I believe 2 twos equals a 4. But that's not the case everywhere. Vegas, Atlantic City, a few other places. To the best of my recollection, I don't know.
Yeah. You at least have pieces, though, that we've seen be good. It's just on how you going to coach them.
Well, and that's the thing. I like Kelvin Shepherd a lot. I think there is an upside, and that's why I prefaced it with this one could end up being way better than what I said. I would say it probably ends up being a little better than what I said. But this is as to where we are right now. And then we will revisit all these things sometime in the middle of the season.
Yeah. The thing that concerns me the most about the Detroit Lions defense is I feel like you're doing the same thing over and over again. Everybody's getting excited in the offseason about, oh, we're finally going to get another piece to put on the other side of Aiden Hutchinson, and then you never do.
That does seem to be a consistent.
And I know you like Derek more as a prospect, but I can't trust that as somebody who, probably didn't watch a whole lot of Derek Moore football.
I did, but it goes back into
Michigan. So
I did, and it goes back into the same thing I said about Reuben Brown or Reuben Bain, excuse me. To expect that to happen as a rookie that's a tall ask, and that's a lesser prospect.
Yeah, and DJ Wanham just doesn't do much for me. He's been a part of the Carolina Panthers and the Minnesota Vikings, and never ever did I look at him and go, yeah, that's a solid pass rusher. He's had solid stats, but I've never seen him be that guy. Although there again, Al-Qadim Muhammad had 11 sacks last year.
Mm-hmm.
So could DJ Wanham have 10? Maybe. It'd be the best season he's ever had, but maybe. And I'm also not sure about any depth. If you have an injury,
and they've had injuries.
You might have a tough time.
And they've had injuries, a significant number of them.
Yeah. All right, at 21.
The Cleveland Browns.
Losing Myles Garrett did not plummet them to the very bottom.
No, but if you want to know the difference between Jared Verse and Myles Garrett, just look at how differently you look at this team right now.
Mm-hmm.
I love Jared Verse. I was one of his biggest cheerleaders when he was coming into the draft, have been with the Rams, but now I look at this defense and go, you don't have the best game wrecker in the NFL anymore. And the fact that you replaced him with a really good edge, that still knocks you down, because now I'm looking at the secondary going, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
It belongs here. Carson Schlesinger, really good young linebacker. There's a lot of youth, and there's not a lot of known entities. Das Wunderkind, Alex Wright, doesn't necessarily do a ton for me as your 2. Which one's better, that Alex Wright's pass rush moves or the WCW Alex Wright's dance moves?
Das Wunderkind.
No doubt.
Oh, yeah. When he
still
had
maintained
the dance off with Disco Inferno, I'll never forget that.
Legendary television. I will still maintain Alex Wright should have at some point been world champion. I don't know when, and I know they boo-boo kittied him real bad, but he was very good.
Mm-hmm. He was pretty good. I liked him.
Former
Number 20.
WCW television champion.
Exactly.
And by the way, if you want something that's every bit as aside as what I just said, I am actively watching the first soccer match I've ever seen that's an actual blowout. And now I know what I'm looking for. Right now, I feel like Portugal could go home, and I don't think Uzbekistan could score 5 times in the next 27 minutes playing against themselves.
Oh, did they just score again?
They did.
So,
This is what I was saying about goalies. The goalie for Uzbekistan at one point just fell down, and they just went boop right over him. Like, you didn't make that hard. Stand up, bruh.
Nice. Wow, Ronaldo scored twice today. Look at that. It's been a while since he scored in the World Cup. At number 20.
The Washington Commanders. Yes, your secondary scares me.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, your front 7 excites me quite a lot. I think having a resurgent Odafe Owa, who, by the way, was a really young player when he came to this league, I think what you saw at the end of the year was closer to what you're going to get in Washington. Then you add in Calevon Chason, and the one that really excites me is Sonny Styles. It makes this team so much more multiple than they were before.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still not jumping up and down, but you went from one of the bigger liability units in the league to You are formidable enough to win games if the offense is what I expect it to be.
This is a tough defense for me because I like the linebackers, and I'm not sure I like anything else.
You're not as high on Trey Amos as I was.
No, I mean he's good. I'm not trying to slag him as an individual player. It's just that whole unit is still not good in my eyes.
I like the front seven a lot. The starting three on that three-man front with Kinlaw, Payne, and Settle, it allows that linebacking core to do a lot. And I think Chenal and Luvu and Styles together is a formidable trio.
Mm-hmm.
I almost said formidable threesome, and I'm really glad I didn't say it that way. And now I don't know why I admitted that out loud.
I don't either.
That was not a smart thing I just did.
Number 19.
I may be smart football-wise, but never mind. No good can come from what I'm getting ready to say. The Chicago Bears. Chicago forced a bajillion turnovers last year.
Yeah, what was it, 36?
That sounds
like
right.
That?
It was an insane number of interceptions. I don't think that's
23 interceptions and 9 fumble recoveries.
32. I thought 36 sounded too high.
Yeah.
But then when you really break down the replicable stats, turnovers are fluky.
Mm-hmm.
When you break down the replicable stats, this Bears defense does not hang up all that well. They're in the bottom 10 in the NFL in sacks last year. I just don't
continue to be.
I kind of agree with you, and I think they have talent on this team. I just don't think the defense is very good.
Mm-hmm.
And you may have some guys that surprise me. This is when Austin Booker gets brought up quite often. I just think Chicago has a recipe for a letdown written all over it.
Mm-hmm. Are they expecting the Austin Booker star turn?
Oh, Bears fans will tell you Austin Booker is about to turn into what you think Montez Sweat is.
Oh, okay.
And I mean, I'm not even getting an opinion on that.
Right.
Even if that happens, I still think this is where your defense belongs.
Mm-hmm. I'd agree with that. We'll take the break here in the Sportsocracy. When we return, we'll continue to give them to you, counting down to the top 10 of the best defenses in 2026. After this.
ESPN.
And we're clear.
Thank you, bud.
Your mountain weather forecast.
Good push of drier air continuing to work in. A leftover shower, thunder shower early, otherwise becoming partly sunny this afternoon. Breezy, 75. Now that's a northwest breeze. So drier air, less humid air coming in. Setting us up for a pretty nice night tonight, mainly clear 55. Still quite breezy. That breeze will back off tomorrow, sunshine low 80s, and a good-looking Thursday, mostly sunny upper 80s. From the Weather Channel, I'm meteorologist Ray Staging.
This report is sponsored by RenewalByAnderson.com.
This June, upgrade your home with Renewal by Anderson. For a limited time, buy one window or door and get one 40% off, plus 0 down and 0% interest for 5 full years. Boost comfort, style, and efficiency. Call today or visit RenewalByAnderson.com.
You just testified under oath you're getting more fiber in your diet, and it was easy. Where is this additional fiber coming from?
Mira Fiber Gummies.
Objection!
It's true. Mira Fiber has 8 grams of fiber to help me get the fiber I need in a day, plus 4 B vitamins for metabolism support, all in one serving.
Overruled.
My gut rests its case.
Oh, that's my line.
Find Mirafiber today at your local retailer from the makers of Miralax. Mirafiber supports metabolism of carbs, fats, and proteins. Serving size is 4 gummies.
Carolina Complete Health. We are here for your health. HereForYourHealthNC.com.
iHeartRadio FIFA World Cup Update.
England has a chance to win its group today, and Declan Rice says the team is focused on the task at hand.
We want to go into tomorrow knowing that we're going to be, full throttle, ready to go, want to win the game, and we also know that the position that puts us in.
England taking on Ghana in Boston. A win plus a Panama loss or draw against Croatia would clinch Group L for England with a game to spare.
For live Fox coverage, search World Cup now on the free iHeartRadio app.
Carolina Complete Health. From Charlotte and Greensboro to Raleigh, Durham, Asheville, and Wilmington. We're here for communities across North Carolina, connecting you to the care you need. We are here for your health. Visit hereforyourhealthnc.com.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of urgency, timely, responsive, focused, prioritizing you as our customer and the community that we serve to do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelor or bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions. Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
Clarissa sells WNC as the #1
That's sweet baby Trey.
Customer service experience
Baby
to
Trey.
assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have, Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
The Sportsocracy.
Who we gotta cheer for on Sundays now?
Welcome back into the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. Jeremy, you're with me? I can't see you anymore.
Yeah, I'm still with you. The next show after me, you steal a man's chair, you should at least have the common courtesy to allow him in his studio to do his job.
Sure.
So sweet baby Trey has now joined us in this studio. If you listen to our overtime show, you're very familiar with our Jack Black looking friend Trey.
Jack Black?
Somebody in our chat once said Trey looked like Jack Black, and now I can't see him any other way. Like, I feel like he is teenage Jack Black in a biopic made about Jack Black.
He very well could be. He could fit that bill. Yeah. Kind of struck me more of as a Andrew WK look, but
oh, that's a good one too.
Yeah. He's got the long hair and the little beard. Yeah.
The funny thing is, working with you and Trey is very similar and wildly different at the same time, and that is so hard for me to explain if you've never met him.
Okay. Sure. All right, let's go rapid fire here, counting down to the top 10 defenses in the NFL. We'll finish out the list on tomorrow's program after we got waylaid by the Brendan Sorsby news. At number 18.
We did get waylaid by the Brandon Sorsby news. The Buffalo Bills. Am I wrong on this team?
I mean, I can't tell you that you're wrong on this team. I feel like you're expecting a backslide, and I don't know that there's going to be a massive backslide here.
It's not so much that I'm expecting a backslide. I just don't think they're as good as they have been. Mm-hmm. And at some point, that's going to catch you. I mean, I've done this too many times with too many teams like Buffalo, where, yes, the quarterback's elite. But, I mean, is there anything else on this team that's actually elite? The secondary's not elite. The pass rush is not elite. The defensive line's not elite. And now you're starting a new system with a first-time NFL play caller. Really? I'm supposed to feel as good about this as I did a year ago?
Mm-hmm.
I just don't. And you know what? If I'm wrong, and I will say this to all Bills fans, if I'm wrong, I hope I'm wrong. I want to be wrong. I would love for you to win a Super Bowl.
My biggest question is, have they figured out how to stop the run?
That is – by the way, Jacksonville Jaguar fans that tell me how wrong I am on Bashal Tootin, you do understand that the Buffalo Bills couldn't stop a nosebleed with a roll of paper towels against the run last year, right? Oh, but look how good he was against them. You know who else would have been? Sweet baby Trey. Tank Spencer. Jeremy Green. one-legged Barry Sanders. A lot of people ran on the Buffalo Bills. That wasn't necessarily something for you to be impressed by.
I mean, they gave up 5 yards a carry last year,
which is insane to think about.
Can you name the 4 teams that gave up 5 yards a carry last year? One's the Bills.
Oh, I don't think I can.
Giants, Bengals, Bears.
The Bengals were the one that I was pretty sure of.
Yep. There were only 4 last year. They gave up 5 or more yards per carry. And Buffalo was amongst that group. If you can't stop the run, that's a problem, because guess what? You're not going to be good at stopping the pass either.
I mean, look, they were not good against the run. I don't think it's going to be overwhelmingly better next year.
But that offense can put up points.
They can. I mean, you've got Josh Allen. That always helps. I don't think I see elite there really anywhere.
All right, Buffalo at 18, number 17.
The Cincinnati Bengals. Now, this is a team that I think is markedly improved from last year.
I was going to say, did they figure out how to stop the run?
Let me put it this way. You put what they put in the middle of that defense with Dexter Lawrence, Jonathan Allen. I can't tell you that you figured it out. I can tell you you're in better shape right now than you were 1 year ago. And it's not even kind of close. So, yeah, I do have a nice faith in the Cincinnati Bengals. I also think the secondary will get better just from how much better the defensive line will be.
No. Okay. Number 16.
The Atlanta Falcons. Your defense is not really what I'm worried about. What I'm worried about is, can you score in a New Orleans brothel with a pocket full of hundreds? Because I'm not so sure you can, even with Bijan Robinson, Kyle Pitts, and Drake London.
The best part of the Atlanta defense is what?
I think the pass rush will be really good. I think adding Avion Terrell to A.J. Terrell is at least a start. I love the safeties. I've loved the safeties from on this team from the minute they drafted Xavier Watts.
Yeah, you're hitting on it. It's the secondary.
I like the secondary. If James Pierce plays 17 games and I've got him and Walker for 17 games, I think the pass rush will be good.
I mean, it was good last year.
You also know I'm delusionally in love with Jeff Ulbrich as a defensive coordinator.
I do know that. All right, at 15.
I not want him to be a babysitter, but I love him as a defensive coordinator. The Indianapolis Colts. This is the one team I kept looking at going, I feel like I have them too high.
Yes.
But I don't think I do. So you said yes. Why do you think – name me a team you think that should have been in front of them.
Atlanta. The one we just talked about.
I couldn't get there because the secondary for Indianapolis should be insanely good. I mean, Sauce Gardner with a full year in the system, Shavarius Ward on the right side, Whaley, the kid out of Minnesota that had some injury issues, they were in love with him. Cam Bynum, and then A.J. Halsey, who I have heard nothing but good things about. That might be the best secondary in the NFL. The problem is I don't think anybody there is going to get home consistently. They have some nice situational pieces. I like Caden Curry as a pass rusher. I like Arden Key as a pass rusher. I think you will rue the day you took Leatu Latu ahead of Jared Verse for the next 10 years. And JT Tuimalo just doesn't do a ton for me. It's the pass rush that bothers me so bad with them. But that's where I got to with Atlanta because we were talking about the secondary. Atlanta may have one of the best secondaries in the league. It ain't better than Indianapolis.
No. Okay. I think with the pass rush, though, that's what pushes them over the top for me.
And it very well
pushes
could.
Atlanta ahead of Indianapolis.
It very well could. And I'm glad you said Atlanta. I set you up there because I don't think you can put any team behind Atlanta in front of Indianapolis. But I sat there staring at those two for like 20 minutes earlier going, I don't know. I like the Indy secondary. I like the Indy linebackers, even though they're rookies.
Yeah, I'd think that might be the one that we'd argue over the most if we had time, but we don't have time. So number 14.
I love when Tank keeps things rolling. The Pittsburgh Steelers. Pittsburgh's just really good at everything.
Mm-hmm.
The pass rushers are elite. Could make the argument it's the best set of pass rushers in the league. You know I'm not as in love with the secondary, but it's still better.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're a
there's
Jamel Dean hater, so
yeah, and that's what I was getting ready to say is, I mean, there's potential for disaster because I've never believed that Jamel Dean was really good.
But he's an improvement over what they've had on that side for.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that.
And I'll tell you another player that I've heard a lot about from Steelers camp is Dalen Everett.
Okay.
I think I'm going to end up having been really right about that kid.
Mm-hmm.
He was one that shined out to me at the Senior Bowl, and it was more just watching him. There was nothing about him, and there is a so much better way to explain this than what I'm getting ready to say. He was just one of those guys that was always in the right position. Mm-hmm. And it didn't matter if he lined up with somebody that was faster than him. He was so nuanced that I thought there was a possibility he was going to jump into this with, both feet hitting the ground running. They've also got Asante Samuel Jr., so there's a lot of bullets in that gun.
Yes, you've got a lot of depth, a lot of promise. You got to hope that, you get the most out of Joey Porter this year. You got to hope that Jalen Ramsey still comes, bringing the lumber every game. Because, he turned really into more of a safety than anything last year as far as the physicality that he was bringing to the table. And they went out and got Jaquan Brisker, and you know how I love Jaquan Brisker.
I do.
So, to me, the defense is really solid. I'm just real curious what you're going to get on the offensive side out of your quarterback, and the running game for one. While we love Rico Dowdle here in Asheville, he's a great. I feel like he's a really good player. I don't want to say great player, but he's great kid. I could say that about him, but I don't know how McCarthy's going to manage that. And if he tries to do the same thing with Rico that Dave Canales did in Carolina, then what are you left with? He has to have the ball in his hands. And if you're going to full-on split carries with him and Jaylen Warren, I don't think you're going to get the most out of either of them. So that
I think Rico should be the head of the snake and Jaylen Warren. 60-40 split. And I will be fine with that. But defensively, now, the reason I have Pittsburgh lower than probably some would, injury risk.
Mm-hmm.
You've got a lot of guys here that they have some injury issues. They're getting older. I like this defense a lot.
All right, let's go to number 13.
The Carolina Panthers.
Whew.
Too high for you?
It feels high. It feels real high. Carolina, the 13th best defense in the league?
You added Devin Lloyd and Jalen Phillips. If Jalen – and look, I don't think Jalen Phillips is what other people think he is.
Mm-hmm.
That's still a high-end pass rusher, and they drafted two that I really liked last year. Now Scorton and Amon Malayan can be almost rotational pieces. I like the front. Mike Jackson played above his skis last year. I don't really have a reason to think he's not going to continue to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I like this defense a lot. I think that's what people are sleeping on. Is even if the Carolina offense is not great, I think it'll be really, really good.
Yeah, it's that Mike Jackson thing that keeps getting me.
He played really well. He's not a name, but he played really well last year.
He did play really well last year. And here's my thing, though, guys that peak at 29, is that something I can trust, or is he – because what I'm looking for is turnovers here, and he created several of them last year. Will that continue? Yeah, he had 4 interceptions.
Well, I mean, the thing about Mike Jackson is that he was always kind of an undervalued piece in Seattle. He's just not a name. He's very unassuming, which, for our argument means that a lot of people listening don't even know who that is. For the argument of an NFL defense, I kind of like there are a handful of positions I kind of like never saying your name because it's typically a good thing. And Mike Jackson was one of those. I mean, you watched Carolina film last year, he was not – he was better than I thought he was. I'll say it the nice way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, Carolina 13, number 12.
The Kansas City Chiefs. I really like Mansour Delane.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say something that's going to sound a little crazy. I've said it before, but I mean it, and I really mean it now. I don't think there's a drop-off from Mansour Delane from Trent McDuffie. L'Jarius Sneed's been a high-end corner in this defense.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's back. And now I've got Kader Kohu and Jaden Hicks. Alohi Gilman back behind this, which I think he's one of the more underrated players in the league.
Mm-hmm.
And I keep coming back to R. Mason Thomas going, I've wanted that for a long time. Just somebody that I really, honest to God, trust to get after quarterbacks on the opposite side of Chris Jones, and I think you added it.
Yeah.
I love this Kansas City defense.
That brings us to number 11.
The Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, I'm this in on Dallas.
It's pretty high.
I mean, 11 is high, but you look at that defense, and my good golly, there's a lot of names on that team.
Mm-hmm.
Caleb Downs was my number 1 or 2 player in the class throughout the entire process. It just depended on how in love with Jeremiah Love I was at any given time. And now he can be a rotational piece. I think Quinnen Williams with a full offseason can be that dude in this role. Tito Abanya, Kenny Clark, adding Rashawn Gary, who's not even going to be asked to be a full-time player.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing that concerns me is that I don't love your corners. But you've got about 5 of them that I think you could legit play at any given time. So you're not stuck. It's not, Kobe Durant doesn't become the player I think he could be, or Savone Revel, or Darian Kendrick. I got a lot of bullets to throw at this because I know Deron Bland's going to be one of the starters, and I'm not in love with him, but he is a ball hawk. And a ball hawk with those pass rushers can put up some numbers.
Most definitely they can. We'll see if Dallas can live up to Jeremy's high expectations this season. We both have pretty high expectations for this team as a possible 12-win team, possible division champion. We'll have to see how the season plays out, obviously. All right, we'll give you the top 10 defenses for 2026 coming up on tomorrow's program. It's going to wrap it up for us.
Thanks, Brandon Sorsby.
Yeah, Brandon.
You made it a 2-day power ranking. Having to break news in the middle of the show.
We'll be back tomorrow with more from the fallout of that, as well as the top 10 from the 2026 NFL defenses on a Power Rankings Wednesday, I guess. We were planning on talking about who's going to spend a high draft pick on Brendan Sorsby on the Wednesday show.
Oopsie
And
poopsie.
I kind of screwed the pooch on that one, but we'll see what news comes out overnight because this thing ain't dead by a long stretch. You're in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville. We'll see you back here tomorrow at noon.
ESPN Asheville.
All right, we're clear.
Appreciate you, brother.
Your mountain weather forecast.
Thank you, sir.
Drier air continuing to work in, a leftover shower, thunder shower early, otherwise becoming partly sunny this afternoon. Breezy, 75. Now that's a northwest breeze, so drier air, less humid air coming in. Setting us up for a pretty nice night tonight, mainly clear 55, still quite breezy. That breeze will back off tomorrow, sunshine low 80s, and a good-looking Thursday, mostly sunny upper 80s. From the Weather Channel, I'm